But you get that little bit of a gatekeeper there by saying, oh, but it's a little bit hard to enter that zone.
Well, we have some double Florida action on screen. Thanks, Yost, for letting us know. GeWB versus Eternal. This is Nagoriyuki versus Kai. We have to wonder how familiar these players are with each other and how deep into the metagame they are.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
the fuzzy overhead attempt doesn't come out.
Despite being from that same state, definitely not from the same region, we could be seeing a little bit of pride coming out here. Got GeWB represented up in North Florida. Shout outs Duval. Y'all are out there. Hope you're out there in the chat. And then Eternal going ahead repping the CFL.
Right now, GeWB having some strong offensive pressure. The mash out, I saw some blood-sucking universe starting it up on there. Eternal keyed in onto the strike throw pressure, keyed into the corner, through the wall. That's Ride the Lightning, strong positioning. Eternal in the driver's seat.
Last round was dominant for GeWB. And now, Eternal trying to take control of things. Realize, you know what? Let me just slow some things down right now. Level 2 blood means that there is not much that we can do with the special move department.
Vapor thrust with the shock state applied. That's a kill. Eternal ties up on rounds. Just under 80% of burst on their side.
Oh, they able to get back in there. Trying to keep things advancing there, even though there isn't much blood to work with. Eternal's going to go ahead and take the opportunity to get the punish, though.
Ooh, there's a poke out. Both these players very eager to press these buttons. Being a little patient here with bursts available. And Eternal bites, but GeWB, it's basically one hit to kill.
Honestly, I mean, how Kai's damage has been looking this last patch. It's looking like it's one touch for either player.
Ooh, good instant block. The patience! Oh, but the clean split. Eternal gets cut in half.
Even that was such a dominant last round there for GeWB. I mean, to be fair though, Eternal has had some points of looking control. So if these next games go Eternal's way, I would not be surprised.
I mean, that's kind of the way Nago likes to play the game. It's all in your face. It's sort of all in my favor. And even when they have that 2 blood stalks, or even in Blood Rage, you have to be scared of the potential chip damage and the potential damage that can come out just raw from something like 2S and 5H, because it's gonna hurt.
100%. I mean, look at that. Even the Beyblade trade still being beneficial there for Naga.
R/slash series. We're gonna get blood back. We're gonna be in the corner here. That's a big spend, but having the hit means it's so much easier to recoup. And the patient burst baits, those 2Ks, allow them to be nice and safe.
Man, I was gonna say you have literally 0 wiggle room if you're Eternal right now.
Yeah, Eternal's shown that the instant blocks are on deck with R/slash coming out. That was definitely a clever usage of your tension. GeWB now spending their burst, pushing them to the corner too.
Man, the chip damage on these level 2 normals is ridiculous. Look at that. That wasn't even chip, but the chip so far has just been insane as well.
And GeWB seems so willing to just spend that blood and get in your face. And even when it doesn't pay off, they're playing that neutral. But right now, the payoff on the Wild Assault turns into yet another Dragon Install Gamer moment.
Uh-oh, surely we don't see the combo come out here, and we do. I didn't even have time to set anything up, just immediately going one of the fastest confirms in the West of Dragon Install move.
Dog, I think Eternal was moving a little too fast. In that, like, the Dragon Install buff made Kai move faster than expected. And their muscle memory is so in tune to spacing. They saw, oh, I'm close now. Maybe I press the button. But with Dragon Install, that was just a little bit too quick for their money. GeWB with the easy mash on throw.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's always so hard whenever your character kind of like has to suddenly change those speeds. Like you see that happen on A.B.A a lot too, right? Where it's like you see a player of a character who traditionally ends up going pretty slow, pretty methodical, and you give them the fastest dash in the game, and all of a sudden they're back on every single wake up. that sense of spacing automatically just goes away.
It's like your first time in a sports car, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, the acceleration. Oh my god, the speed. Freaking Jeremy Clarkson behind the wheel.
Yeah, you're like, why did I tap the pedal? Why am I all of a sudden like on the other side of the house? What's going on?
Nice and patient, keeping that spacing. The Beyblade in allows the offense, but definitely pressing buttons that stun Dipper spending with the RC, making it a clear threat.
Goob in a bad spot right now. But we can turn lemons into lemonade is what Goob says on the other end. Oh no! I don't know what confirm that Eternal was looking for, but it's all gonna be for not here. Goob trying to close this one out here. Cracking open the defense with the low on the Beyblade and closing it out for sure with that 6-8.
Yeah, the IBFD working out very well, but unfortunately was not looking down at the bar, seeing that we had plenty of blood to spend. But now, not a lot of blood to use, just under 2 stocks now, and slowly recuperating. But Eternal, they're spending tension. It's Wild Assault, deflect guard, left, right.
And now we see Eternal trying to open up Goob. You see, I love this, right? It's like that traditional strike throw. Oh my gosh! Nothing traditional about that one. We're riding the lightning to the other side of the screen.
He had 100% tension, might as well throw it out.
I definitely respect it. Speaking of throwing it out, getting some plus frames, getting some shock state, and getting some tap dust to stay alive here. Eternal's not going down without a fight.
Eternal doing very well with their usage of tension. There's just never really keeping 100% of it. Good presses. Catches the backdash, actually, with the end of the Fudra arc. Gets the dash this time, just a little bit closer, making it easier to pick up. We saw that in the first game, and it actually connected. But right now, one touch away, Goob has to fight back and fight for their life here.
Oh, no. The backdash.
Good old scum dipper, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, even when you think they're on your way out, here comes Kai coming in stun dipper, guns ablazing or swords ablazing, I should say, and then cooking that backdash, even from the other side of the screen.
It looks like we're playing musical chairs on our stage here. Okay. Whoopsie daisies.
Our other competitors getting a bit too excited there.
Yeah, we're gonna have our players swapped on sides here. Goob on player 1, Eternal on player 2 now. It's still 2-1 in favor of Goob, so if they win this game, that's a set victory for them. Eternal has to fight back. Originally down 2 games, and now 1 on the board. Oh, wait, that blood stage 2.
Quick start here for Goob. I like that. Kind of mixed me up at first. I was like, wow, I did not know that Eternal had a Nago. Let's go.
Just the easy confirm with the JD, pushing to the corner. Guard crush applied. Open the mashup.
Oh my god.
I think I saw the throw coming from Eternal. Maybe they were a little too early for it.
Oh my goodness, what an IED. Not able to be punished by Goob.
Plus frames.
Plus frames.
We're resetting. Is this going to be able to kill? We're high blood. It's close, and it does.
Had 2 people on our side calling out the plus frames, and 1 person on the screen died from them. That's just the way that it goes sometimes. Goob now has been losing the momentum slowly but surely.
Sometimes plus frames are just a vibe, you know?
Oh yeah. And especially in that case, you're like, you know what? Like, you know, I believe in them to not press. I want them to go for the higher reward one.
Oh, there, that was so much damage on 2 hits. Trying to get these plus frames. We're so close to popping. This might be an instant kill here.
Oh, you already know it is. Easiest TOD of Eternal's life, and is going to take it with a quickness here to force another game 5 here. Oh my goodness.
That's 2 games in a row. Maybe we're going for the reverse 3-0. Goob almost had the 3 quick ones, the 3 games in a donut, but right now Eternal is showing they're definitely still in the running.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that this was going to be an easy sweep for Goob, especially when it came out with the 2 games initially But now, Eternal has tied it up and made that set state incredibly similar to how it first started out.
This is our final game. Winner moves on. Loser sent down to the loser's bracket, but it is double elimination. You still have 2 chances to try and stay in our main bracket, but the 2K round start catching the Beyblade, in fact.
Here we go. 2K 6-8 pickup. You can tell that Eternal does kind of want that burst, wants to establish another sense of dominance in this round. At this point, not even going for it here, just wants another mix-up, gets back thrown, and this is not the spot you want to be in! Backdash overhead's gonna come out for Eternal. Puts GeWB in the mind control.
/ comes out, punishes the 2H attempt, and right now GeWB making their way in, wasn't committed, doesn't get a knockdown off of that, and even puts themselves in the corner as Eternal jumps out.
Once again, not with the block high.
Yes, the usage of Deflect Shield puts them in prime position for those long-range buttons, and now we get to go Nago mode, but no! We put up the Vapor Thrust.
Oh no, tap dust scaling. I mean, this combo's gonna do a boatload of damage, and we're applying the shock state as well.
Ground start uppercut.
Oh! Was able to get that command grab, but gets a consolation prize of his doom, and with this, we are not going to be able to
pause the timer. Pause the timer. It means the blood doesn't go out. Now we're at such low tension.
Oh,
the
no!
Ultimate comes out, and we just get to spend.
Oh, the backdash. Goes for the Beyblade. Not going to find it though. Once again, no more blood for GeWB. Has to be so careful, and gets caught by the stun dipper to close it out. 3 straight for Eternal to close out the set.
Yeah, Jacko definitely one of those characters that's very tricky to use, so we'll have to see how they interact, especially at a range, because Jacko, the minions are so tough to deal with when it comes to these long-range game interactions.
Oh my goodness, it's looking so far though that KingKoa has 0 issues navigating these minions. Has gotten so good with these minion kills, 2Ps putting in tons of work, and gets the counter as well.
Fully stocked up with Jealous Rage, comes up with the Rising JS and hits.
Oh, gotta get another counter hit here. Garidos has 100 bar, but you are looking at an angry A.B.A staring you down. What is the response?
May be wearing color 10, but she's looking mighty green out here. The YRC comes out. The deflect shield sends her away, and the minion clap, the minion call. GeWB, we're just trying to get a little tricky with it.
Oh no. The last instance ever you'd want to finish that Rekka. And now you're seeing it full screen. Will this punish? You know it will. That super is just so fast and KingKoa able to take advantage.
Yeah, they know the frames. They're seeing through the matrix there.
Wait. Looking like just not doing anything on the round start. I thought we might have had some controller issues, but it's looking like Garidos is back.
Having some life issues right now, especially with that big super gold burst comes out. They tried to get the free opportunity, and KingKoa uses that to seal out the perfect on that first game.
Man, what a dominating performance here by KingKoa. It seems like when you look at this matchup on paper, it's like, oh wow. We may see some problems here with A.B.A going into Jacko. Has those zoning tools. Can just throw those minions at you. Looking at a ton of different deflect calls and kick angles. But so far, KingKoa remaining composed, finding all of the right buttons that they need to close these out.
The minions don't matter if she's blocking. Like, KingKoa is just finding those opportunities and using these sort of the measured gambles with how sort of A.B.A.'s built and how she gets to approach, and turning that into really a strong read in how Garidos is playing this neutral game.
Oh, now on the other side here, the defensive coming out here. Looks like there isn't much that KingKoa can do. No
didn't even spend their tension, but here it goes. That's a punt all the way into the next round.
Man, I mean, that's more what I was expecting to see, especially when I'm looking at these matchups on paper. Oh, gets caught with a close slash.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be able to stay in that range where minions matter and 5H doesn't. And KingKoa was being very patient on defense and just trying to fight back. Garidos finding these counter hits, finding these hits very cleanly.
Oh, I like that.
Good usage. Yeah, the shield minions too. Even if they're trying to fight back, they stay out and they stay strong.
Oh my goodness! Because Garidos used the jab to send off those minions. Had more than enough time to block that dust. Such a smart play by Garidos.
That was very, very clean. That was a clean switch of momentum for Garidos, making it very, very tough for KingKoa to even play their game.
Yeah, I mean, very tough. It felt like it was borderline impossible. I mean, the biggest hit that we saw that entire set was as a trade on a 2P that came in the corner for KingKoa, but other than that, it was all Garidos all the time.
Ooh, big 5H tries to install, the burst comes out. The deflect command not working out, just a little bit too high. And now the burst to send them back. KingKoa is fighting back and trying to still maintain some of that jealous meter.
There we go. 5H coming through. Getting some offense started for KingKoa. Using the grab, trying to get a refund just as much as they can, and gonna be one more touch here.
Ooh, and here's the corridor. Call the Kraken out.
Not biting on anything. Once again, great defense coming out here by Garidos.
They have so much health
Oh!
for KingKoa though, but the RC allows for the throw to connect.
I was gonna say that's just such a scary spot for KingKoa. Gets counter hit. This should be big damage.
Close enough?
Nah. Oh no! Not quite close enough at all. Fades the high and ends up going low with the classic.
I think Garidos expected to be close to the corner of the wall bounce. Still going to help out, but not close enough. But still, this is starting off very much in their favor.
Says, listen, I know that last one missed. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't do that ever again. Now landing the super and getting plenty of damage to go with it. Oh my goodness.
This positive meter bonus is going to help not only building their tension, but their burst as well. But the swing out from KingKoa in such a scary position, using the 5H as well as a counter poke.
Bring more of that back. And getting counter hit. KingKoa gonna get one more mix up. Do they have the jealousy gauge to close this out? And they weren't able to get the command grab. What a burst here from Garidos. It's gonna end up getting blocked. It's gonna end up getting punished by KingKoa.
Yeah, the anti-air 2S, it hit and gave them so much time to just take the lay of the land, wait for anything to happen. Garidos bit the fish on the line. KingKoa moves on up 2-1 right now.
And now Garidos has to, rethink things. Maybe take a deep breath, get some things figured out, because going into this with only being allowed to lose 2 rounds against A.B.A is very, very...
Yeah, I'm a big fan of taking a breath. But right now we're taking some space. The burst allows for the gel activation. Trying to get a burst bait there with a 5k jump cancel. But the burst from Garidos is going to turn into a return to neutral.
Oh no, gonna get counter hit there.
KingKoa is definitely playing a very active defense, and honestly, I don't blame him with that 4-frame 2P. A.B.A is definitely a very talented mashing character.
Oh yeah, happens to have all the tools necessary. Doesn't grab all the tools necessary. Go for this offense.
Not to mention, A.B.A has a ton of health. She's like top 3, top 4 health, effective health in the game. So you can afford to make these mistakes.
It is absurd. Just as absurd as that deflects you and runs into the Danzai to set upset point.
I think the Danzai hitting on the downswing on the minion made it have a little bit more active frames on there. I don't know about that one.
It's a throw. Davis finally able to run some pressure.
Delay overhead with a backdash. Easy meaty too, and this turns into a wall break with the Elysium driver here. This is great positioning.
sure they sent it out here of KingKoa, and that's gonna be it once again. Going for a 40-yard punt there, putting him through the wall. Perfect.
So much damage, man. Oh gosh, the Jacko players, they're so in tune with the one hit into Elysium Driver.
Yeah, I mean, look, if my super scaled as much as that thing did, then I would be looking at every single button confirming it into the super, because I would not want to miss out on some damage like that.
Great usage of that dash cancel, pushing us to the corner. The minions are set, and the RC doesn't turn into anything. Unfortunate anti-air drop or controller disconnect, perhaps? We're just caught standing.
Maybe another DC. Uh-oh, looking like that was going to all be a fluke there.
Well, we had the chain shift there on the jealous uninstall.
Oh, yeah. Trying to find their way out of this. Garidos can't quite find it. And KingKoa gonna go ahead and take it, advancing on the top 48 on the winner's side.
Yeah, caught in like 2,000 hours on one single character. Oh my gosh, 6,000?
Oh yeah, so those are those Japanese streamer levels, and they've been hitting like 20,000. You're like,
ooh, already picking up, gets a little 2P confirmation. Already against the wall, we put the fans out. Oh my god. And this is Elphelt. She takes a lot of damage.
oh yeah. This is not looking good here. Scissors already going crazy. No FD out here for Nikolai, despite having the meter. First round is gonna go over to Scissors.
Yeah, Scissors is moving super fast here, and Anji, a character that has the tools to move with incredible speed, but right now we're fighting back, trying to play this neutral and trying to get in our face. When we have a ton of tension and we have you in the corner, this is where Elphelt is scariest. Oh, we don't even let the fish rock. We're just returning back to neutral. The 2H, it hits! It hits from range, just the tip of the hitbox makes it. Nikolai ties it up on rounds and nearly tied up on burst, in fact.
Yep, looking like Nikolai wanted to return the favor. Two Scissors after such a dominating round. Trying to go for it once again, but what an air throw out here by Scissors. Saying, you know what? I love that though. Great awareness. But now Nikolai coming off on the other side. Goes for the confirm and now has Anji here in the corner. Another air throw here by Scissors though. Trying to ensure this victory here in this first game.
Oh, and this is going to lead to it. Gets the super out. And this ought to be a kill. Elphelt, such a squishy character. She really feels it, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, when you mix a character like Anji, who has those incredibly high numbers in regards to his offense and his defense, high damage, high health, and you mix it with this type of matchup awareness, it's going to be incredibly hard to try to break through that armor and try and win those games.
Instant queue up. We're getting back into it. Anji, the kind of character that's very scary to interact with, even at a range. And while Elphelt does have a lot of pretty solid tools to play a longer range game, it's hard to really interact when you have a move like spin that Anji has.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can see Nikolai using a ton of those gunshots, just trying to ensure that if Scissors does try and go for one of those spins in neutral, he is able to neutralize it with an attack of his own. So far, putting in work though, and now you've got the bomb strapped to your chest. What's gonna be the answer here? Any hit will be fatal, especially with that bomb. That YRC is gonna go nowhere except for to the grave. Gonna go.
Yeah, the jacket stays on you even while if you hit Elphelt. So just throwing out YRC, you're still vulnerable because that was a punish, in fact, to seal out the round. We're already in the same position again. This is one of the strongest positions for any character in the entire game. Having that hard knockdown wall break. Oh! The spin, they escape. They escape the offense, but right now we'll have to see if they're blocking.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the game going to Nikolai, but I gotta say, what a perfectly timed spin and fish coming out here for Scissors. Should be seeing some more of that later on in the match, but for now, Nikolai needs his flowers as well, closing out game number 2 in an incredibly dominant fashion.
I mean, this is another slobber knocker. This is one punch, get you on the ground, and start wailing on them. These players are just out for blood. Scissors had a clean 2-round victory. Nikolai returned with a clean 2-round victory. We'll have to see what moves on later in this set. It's right now 1-1. And it's, I think, really going to come down to those initial interactions that we'll see right now here.
It's literally going to be anybody's game. I mean, or anybody's set, excuse me, because it seems like these games are just going either player's way. No clear advantage yet.
YRC's right out. We go into meter penalty during that. So it's going to be tough to build up a bomb jacket, but right now, that's going to be a good hit, but not enough tension to turn it into a hard knockdown.
Yeah, I mean, getting these wall breaks without that incredibly strong position from Elphelt is always a bit rough, because then you can't put them in these mate in 2 situations like usual. You're going to be subjecting yourself to that Anji offense with no tools to work around it.
Trying to be wary of
reversal. Getting a little bit ambitious there with the co.
Instant YRC. We don't want to have to deal with those mix-up that we get from the Rekka. Easy low. We have one more attempt. And just gets hit by the initiation, the mid.
Yeah, I was surprised. Maybe trying to go for some sort of fuzzy match there. Might not have been anything, to be honest. Might have just, you know, messed up the FD. There's lots of different options there, but all that Nikolai's worried about is just making sure that he can replicate that hit time and time again.
Speaking of hits here, scream to the heavens. Delayed overhead.
Not by the
Anji's baby boy. That's that Japanese guts.
Oh, those guts coming in such handy. That's such a scary spot, and now you want to talk about a scary spot right there. You have 1 pixel of health against Elphelt with a strong projectile, strong mix-ups. But Nikolai just going to go ahead and shred right through that last bit of the armor.
Yeah, that first game was real quick for Scissors, but right now it looks like Nikolai has it tuned in with the rest of this set. There's momentum in their sails, the wind pushing them forward. Scissors has to choose, figure out, and learn and adapt if they want to fight back and stay on winner's side. This is top 48 qualifiers, so if we want some more screen time, we're going to have to keep playing. We're going to have to keep fighting.
Top 48 is already looking like a banger from what I'm seeing here in the bracket, but some more people trying to cement themselves at that stage. Not filled in so far, as you can see from these matches. Both Scissors and Nikolai fighting for that coveted spot.
Instant burst out off of the spin proc on Bridal Express. Counter hit gets their own burst, and we're returning to neutral. Nikolai is just putting out the Miss Charlotte blast, and here comes the spin. Scissors has offense.
Oh, maybe expecting a YRC. Expecting something there. Oh no, Nikolai, that's plus! And Anji is going to teach you that with this punish. So much damage in the kill as well.
Oh gosh, she's dead.
Anji is just so ridiculous. How much damage he's able to get done.
I think Scissors seems to be pretty comfortable holding full screen neutral. Nikolai wants to get in, and once they start getting a little too excited about being so close, Scissors has the easy, or has the brave counter ready.
Oh, there we go. Should be one more touch to do it. Doesn't get the connection though. Once again,
available. Nearly a burst.
Oh my goodness.
Might even spend a flesh guard.
Oh no, goes for the bridle to get out of the corner and get spun through.
Yeah, the easy punish to fully locked out of access to burst because we were still recovering from the Bridal Express. That's a tied up game. It looks like Scissors has their fingers on the page. They're reading the book. They're trying to fight back. It's game 5 once more.
Looking at it right now. Honestly, if I were to make a prediction, if I was Nikolai, I would be so tilted. You know, it's like I'm getting put through all this pressure. You know, I'm gonna go for the Hail Mary option out of the corner. Gets intercepted immediately. So we may be seeing a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more impatient play coming out here from Nikolai. Something that's not quite on brand for usual, but might be on brand for right now.
There's the quick confirm too. Nikolai had the FD out, trying to advance. Scissors gets the punish, and now the hard knockdown.
Oh my goodness gracious, minus frames into the counter super. What a way to close it out by Scissors, and one more round is needed.
Being minus is a state of mind, dude. If you're brave enough, you'll always be plus.
Oh my gosh, that is I was kind of waiting for that to happen, you know, the classic minus frames into the counter super, but good on Scissors for having the discipline to not show that until right now.
Ooh, and the reaction against the spin too. Gets the cross up, that's so tricky after the throw. We have 100% tension, the double low, that's a perfect for your perfect too. And now Nikolai has burst. Scissors, they spent it early and wasn't even able to gain a 50.
Yep. There we go, that's why that projectile is so strong. You can't spin through it at all.
The overhead. Tries to poke out. That seemed pretty clever to activate the butterfly.
Oh my goodness gracious. Do not tell me this breaks wall. Do not tell me this breaks wall. Are you kidding me? Yo, Anji.
Ooh, punishes the 5K. Good counter hit. We're going to be able to go to the corner and put on the bomb vest too.
It was looking so good.
Oh, they went for the air throw.
The air throw actually activated the bomb vest as well. Gets the overhead and gets the 2S to close it out. Scissors with the clutch to take Yuki.
Dude, those hollow fangs, punctures, the skin, the Venom is on the screen. Oh, I love the intro here. He definitely has his chef hat on.
Oh yeah, I love these.
Has his chef hat on.
We're baking for sure.
Venom is a very cool character. They just did not like they hardly changed him compared to, I feel like, the tools that he has access to. I mean, of course they, like, in air quotes, strivified him, but that's sort of just the system that Strive is built on rather than the character themselves. Venom seems like the kind of character that's very much intact compared to their previous iterations. The biggest change is he's wearing a shirt now.
Yeah, like for some reason that shirt's there. I'm not even gonna ask why. And then on the other side, you know, the new command grab that was added, looking a lot like his older throw, but this time providing so much more utility.
Ooh, instant burst out, TestYourLuck. Super high on that blood gauge, just trying to stay out of that range. Oh, and the Stinger gets punished too. The classic Nago spend, where it's one hit to kill here. Just keep ripping specials.
Oh yeah, as Ruggs saw in the chat there though, no fear from Scambolini. Wants to give this character a test run against some of the best.
Ooh, good instant block there. Pushing them out.
Oh, JD, they're not going to quite be able to close it out there. We have been seeing so much of this H Fireball coming out here though. From Scambolini. Oh my goodness! JD. Get the conversion as well.
Plus late overhead too. Double scoop in. We're still high on light, high on blood here, but here comes the Dark Angel.
Oh, good block.
Just takes it all. Not afraid of the chip damage.
Oh no, we've been seeing a lot of that JD coming out here for Scambolini. Needs to keep it moving now. All I gotta say is that we should be seeing some other buttons in the air for sure. I mean, I haven't seen too many of this character's buttons. This is the first time that I have seen Venom matches so far on this patch. I've been driving up from Arc World Tour. So I'm very excited to see how this is going to go here and if Scambolini can get something cooking with this character.
Venom I think, my experience, I've only really played in training mode, but watching a few other people play and just playing around with myself, Venom seems to have some pretty strong buttons, but I'm not sure we'll be seeing the Venom queued up again, even though there was a bit of touch and go in that second round. Here comes the Soul. Another alternative pick. If memory serves correctly, Scambolini is a Kai player, correct?
Yes, definitely is known for that Kai. Maybe getting some other things a shot right now. But Soul, definitely not a bad pick. I mean, you look at this character's performance in the Arc World Tour, occupied those 3rd and 5th place slots. It definitely shows has potential on the competitive stage.
Burst comes out there. Backdash caught, pushed to the corner. Just barely on that tip. Just teetering over the edge with the blood gauge.
Yeah, so scary, honestly. One more special move and it would have been over.
Well, yes, whiffs the second hit on the way down there. JK on the cross-up. We have 50% tension. We don't turn it into a combo, just trying to keep ourselves safe.
Oh.
And catches the backdash there. Close slash, good damage, but doesn't turn it into a wall break.
Oh my goodness, the backdash! And that's gonna be death here. 6H, such a good starter.
I mean, there's Nago, dude. There's Nago champion. He'd be doing some damage, you know?
Man, I always feel like I watch it and I'm like, oh yeah, I know 6H is a good starter, but then you see it for real and you're like, oh my goodness gracious, like this character can do this? Crazy work.
TestYourLuck just trying to get out of that pressure as fast as possible, but Scambolini has the rhythm in mind.
Oh, 6H once again. Close it out with the TK DP routes. Okay, trying to get the first game on the board here. Love it though. Venom seems rocking in the background, trying to give an homage to the fallen hero of this set.
Jumping in, that 6P comes out. TestYourLuck being pretty grounded, pretty patient here. Scambolini now in their face. The backdash works out this time and gets the throw reversal.
Oh, the DP coming out now.
6P coming out, but I think airborne blocking make it a little bit more difficult to punish there, but the RC is going to allow for a kill as long as we get the stick. Might not be enough.
Oh yeah, not quite enough at all. I feel like so many more resources. Scambolini's name! And it's going to toss them all away with that throw attempt. The Fukio back, doing a great job to go ahead and get the punish there for TestYourLuck.
Yeah, the Beyblade is, in air quotes, throw punishable. But it can still be canceled into other moves. Are we getting another switch? Are we going the full gambit?
We might be seeing the Kai this time. Or else we might be seeing... I don't know at this point. I feel like we've been surprised so many times. Let's see if we get some blonde hair, and we do. Looking at the Kai is finally going to come out here for Scambolini. Doesn't want to quite throw away the winner's side of the bracket just yet.
We'll have to see how they fight back here. It's 3 games you have to run. TestYourLuck just has 3 games to adapt if they want to beat this Kai here.
Reminder now that the winner of this is going to actually fight S Gifto on the winners at the top 48, as they've upset SQ on the winner's side of the pool.
Getting to the other side, plus frames, and getting punished, getting a little greedy. That close slash attempt fully thrown out, and TestYourLuck now being pushed to the corner. The stun dipper allows for some very clean corner carry here.
Oh, no fear there with the 2S. Even less fear there with the 6H. Sorry, just the 5H coming out here from Scambolini. Connected into the stun dipper and picking up the round.
The snare dash very easily punished. We saw that happen a few times so far. Scambolini, though, fighting out of the corner. Easy pokes. And once more thrown out of their approach attempt.
Oh, you already know this combo take us to the wall right now. Is what I would say. The reset sure is though.
Yeah, TestYourLuck's been trying to backdash out of pressure. The JD catching them as well.
Oh no.
You know what? I don't blame them for that punish. They get some clean offense and a lot of resources to work with.
No! That's crazy. Not gonna quite be death though. That 2K is gonna seal the deal though and put one on the board for Scambolini.
Yeah, we're tied up now. Or not tied up, excuse me. That's 1 on the board. Well, if that matchup was a little bit of a nail biter there. My time got dilated for a moment. Holy cow.
There we go. 2-1. 2 more on the side of Scambolini. Maybe just trying to say, you know what, I can run it all the way back with the Kai. I have no fear. But honestly, this could come back to bite you. Nago, a very explosive character.
I mean, you gotta be brave if you're the king. You gotta be brave. Someone's gotta be. Put a strong face on for your citizens. But right now, we're taking a beating. Oh, the DP. That's not. You can't throw those anymore.
Oh my goodness, what a backdash by TestYourLuck. First conversion from Scambolini this time.
He had to use the RC to approach with Fukyo there rather than actually spending because we can't cancel our heavy buttons anymore.
That sentiment is long gone.
Oh, it just puts it out there. The whiff car slash able to get closer now. Scambolini really changing up their tempo, changing up how they approach neutral. TestYourLuck. With high blood, it makes it even more difficult. But a 50-50 is still a 50-50. Those are not the kind of odds that I would be betting on.
Yeah, like especially with that, like I said, that top 48 winner side of the tournament on the line. Just playing for so much here. Still going for those risks just really shows you how comfortable he is in this play.
And getting thrown out of the dash cancel. TestYourLuck has been very strong with these defensive throws.
Oh no! And that's gonna be it. As mentioned, the 3-1 victory.
Aneema breaking out the Ram this time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then the Ram, something that we haven't seen in a while here from Aneema. Maybe trying to get a bit more serious. Elphelt thought to have been a very pretty strong character, but Ram, as shown by Red Ditto, is just on a different level when it comes to the competitive meta.
And maybe Aneema was inspired.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're dead.
Looking like inspiration for sure. I mean, look at this. Such a good start here for Aneema. Taking away that burst, even at the cost of her own, still picking him around to go with it as well.
Already spending that reversal, turning into our own offense. El Macho's just trying to stack the deck properly right now.
Punch on the flip kick. Not gonna amount to much though as the YRC comes out here from Aneema. YRC on the way back. Said only one of us is gonna get these plus frames and it's gonna be me.
And we have 2 rapid fires slowly building up. 4 or more. Here it goes. The mix-up on the 3K comes out here.
Oh my goodness, you're getting even more of these spells. That's what you gotta do, especially when you have that infinite mana glitch of a card that you see there in the 4th slot for El Macho. Able to do basically whatever he wants, it seems. Oh no, the missing but with the 6P could spell trouble, and now El Macho's on the back foot.
Just raw mid-screen Sabrabato and one more off the ground. You know, something tells me Ramlethal Valentine's a pretty good character. I'll tell you what.
He may be okay. Might have brought my goat home a calm little 50K just yesterday. But you'd never know that. You'd never know.
Yeah, you'd never know from listening to these Ram players.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen too much discussion regarding Ram's position on the tier list. But, you know, hopefully an Arc World Tour win is enough to convince him that their character might be a little good.
I mean, I saw SQ putting out some discourse on the timeline earlier, like a week ago. She seems to be pretty high in Ram, and I'll trust SQ on that one.
Man, I'm gonna need to do that as well because honestly, even though we've seen how strong she could be, you know, there's always caveats to every character that we don't quite get to see in tournaments.
So here comes the big Metron, the big cube.
Card knocked out as well. 6H! Gonna give Aneema another
reversal on
opportunity.
deck, though. Are we going for the super?
Oh, you already know we are. I like that they're just trying to recover as much of that bar as possible on the side of the Macho.
Doesn't get it killed or with the 2K 2D, just throwing out some spells, able to clean it up there. El Macho puts a round on the board here. Ooh, 6P's out, catches the wind cubes.
Oh my goodness, this is such a good draw here. Yellow cube and 2 screamers go with it. That is a great draw for just trying to get a little bit more of the pressure going here. As you can see, holds out not 1 but 2 rainbow cubes and is going to take him into the next screen with the Metron. Has a great deck to get things started here, especially with
the
that
arpeggio makes it so much easier to establish that neutral spacing, and we might even be able to turn this into a kill here.
Oh yeah, said might we have plenty of time for that indeed. MACHO gonna put one on the board.
Yeah, Ram, yet another squishy character. She takes damage right to the face, dude.
It is pretty rough. Just when you think about, oh wow, like not only, of course, I mean we all know about whenever Asuka doesn't have that mana shield up, but Ram just in general, you know, one of the things that you can definitely define as a weakness is how low that effective health gauge is.
It is technically a weakness.
Yep, it is
technically a weakness, but weaknesses do not matter. A weakness like that does not matter if you're not getting hit. Oh, just right through the Metrons, the instant burst means that we have to fight out without our swords.
Now, did that say that LeBron James is out of the lobby? Like, I don't know. Did I see that properly?
Dude, maybe he's playing some Guilty Gear. Maybe LeBron James was inspired by the Venom reveal.
Bro, I just saw you on the Lakers starting 5. Like, get back to work. What's going on?
That's another round for MACHO. Ooh, 5P anti-air. That little book got hands, dude.
Oh yeah, getting things kicked off with the jab as well. I always love anti-air jabs. It just feels like you feel so good at fighting against your head.
Feels just like Street Fighter 5.
Oh yeah.
Well, the pressure sees through the big cube and able to block it, but right now they're still stuck in the corner. The JH responding with the invincible ice pick.
Oh, close slash, not able to come out here. Normal cards go in the deck. Good improv by MACHO. Oh my goodness, what a bad draw. There's nothing that you can really get going here with this deck of cards, and Aneema gonna go ahead and take advantage of it, try and get as much of this mana as possible out of the hands of MACHO. Now truly only has the arpeggio and no mana to go ahead and cast it either.
There's some clean pressure here coming in the corner. Oh, when he tried to poke out now, MACHO goes down in that round.
Playing a much more slow neutral game here. I think that they both kind of noticed that this is completely even.
There's the dash cancels. We're able to get to the corner. That's some big damage here, but 25% of their mana is going to make it hard to kill without the break here. Oh, they're dead. They're so dead.
Oh man, Aneema just going ahead and closing out that last one incredibly quickly here. Trying to show that the Ram has still got it. We have not fully transitioned from the Elphelt yet.
We're just going to have to re-queue and go next here. Where once again, this is MACHO on the Asuka trying to fight back. Aneema has 2 games up and is trying to win without much difficulty. We'll have to see if MACHO can put resistance.
Honestly, a decent starting hand is going to end up trading.
Oh, and the instant redraw here too, allowing us to keep pressure going, but that JH makes it much easier for Ram to get out. Not to mention Aneema's impeccable awareness is making it so hard to play neutral with these cubes, at least at range.
Oh my goodness, the JH coming out here from Ram.
Oh, that's the clean break here. We're so close to the mana break.
Yeah, it's going to be such a scary spot. MACHO has to try to find a way that they can play the game and fast.
They're tapped out too.
Nothing there is going to be doing it.
Just returning to neutral here. A decent grip of spells, but being stuck in the corner makes it harder to deal with. We're going to have to try and waste some time to get our swords back, and right now MACHO fighting with that ground break there.
Here comes the throw.
Rock.
Oh no! Maybe he just wants to get out of this round as quickly as possible. You know, I kind of respect it there from Aneema. Wants to get as much damage on themselves as possible. Just trying to leave El Macho with no positive bonus. Honestly, if you look at it one way, you could consider it a great play there from Aneema. Just trying to leave absolutely no burst on the side of El Macho.
Taking the easy plus frames here. Empty low, but went for the Sabrabato. It doesn't do anything there. Didn't combo, but now we're right out of the corner here. Have 50% tension. Our sword recouped. We're getting to the corner. The mix-up incoming. We'll have to see.
Oh, the Screamer in the air, catching Aneema out off guard.
6P is going to break this Metron, but we have the Demonic Tutor to recuperate our resources here. And the super comes out with both swords, but we still have our mana. The OTG Sabrabato to take it. Aneema.
Our game tonight, our very important game, to go ahead, play some Guilty Gear Strive. But you know what? Lababa James is going to be taking over the mantle, and it's going to come into this TNS starting lineup instead. Old burst coming out. Here we go. StitchFace, a name that I haven't seen in particular. Playing May, seems to be a very strong May as well, sitting here in the top 48 of the winner's side. So far, it seems like Baba has had that on lockdown, but now StitchFace is going to get their first opportunity of the set. Oh my goodness. There we go. Burst coming out here from Baba. Try to get some offense started. Catches the mouse there with a hammer fall. Oh my goodness. Punishes the fact that StitchFace is so willing to sit there and block. Tries to go for it with the backdash. Man, that 3K hitting the very tip. Uh-oh. Two Garidos coming out here. But once again, great defense from StitchFace. Oh my goodness, the jab from Baba, and what a great confirm as well. 3K from StitchFace once again. Love that as a defensive option. Getting the low profile, getting the knockdown as well. Now, gonna be continuing this combo with the RC. And the switch on the cross-up as well. Oh, Baba is in a crazy dimension. The HBB as well to close this round out. I believe to close out the game as well. Gonna take a look at the rounds once again. But it's looking like it's gonna do neither. The game and the round are both still intact, and still have a chance to be won here by StitchFace. Here we go. Baba gonna go ahead and close it out though. Taking his rightful place in the throne of game one. I cannot believe that May lived that. Such a crazy time. Yeah.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Gonna get those Let's Rock started once again. Gotta see what StitchFace can do to adapt. Saw enter the chat saying that this is one of the better Mays that they have fought in Tower. Credibility to me. Gets the backdash into the 5H. A sight to behold for sure. Oh, now just playing neutral. Nothing particular happening too much. Baba trying to gain any sort of space he can, but StitchFace has other plans. Pushes Baba all the way to the corner, and finally utilizing the armor on those minus frames. First go out from StitchFace would have been big damage, but here comes the grappling. Gonna bring in the whale this time. All the SeaWorld is in attendance right now, but the fish and the people buying the tickets. Should be more than enough to close it out there. Up, Dolphin. Nothing much was up with you except for this round win for StitchFace. I would see StitchFace get a little bit of momentum right now. So much reliance on these 3Ks. And that's proven to be so good as well. Uh-oh, JH, this should be big, but the bait coming out against Baba. Once again, Yamada-san said, I'm coming back through the house. Left my code at the door, had to come pick that up real quick. And StitchFace has to come through and collect that perfect. Here we go, 1-1. Both sides have now picked up a game. I gotta say though, I'm slowly but surely getting ready to invest in those StitchFace stocks. I'm just trying to go here trying to look at where they got to go to this bracket. Looking like they had to upset Clone here, 3-2 to go onto the winner's side. So definitely no slouch. Oh, go for the throw. Good block on the low here. Baba, such good defense. Will it matter as he tries to go out? 6H. There's Screen Spot plus frames coming out. Once again, 2H there from Baba. Doing the anti-air traffic control. Man, Clash War is going to come out on the side of StitchFace. Tries to go for the kill, but not quite enough. Still going to need one more touch. Baba has 100 meter, but nothing you can do with the Dolphins in the air, but the 6P not recognizing it in time. And once again, StitchFace is going to be taken around.
We have an update from the Peanut Gallery. Jeek eliminates SQ 3-2.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I guess we won't be seeing the Green Ram on stream this evening, at least here on TNS, but we will be seeing that Potemkin Buster. StitchFace gets out though, calling the Free Willy. We're able to get right in with the Dolphin going.
Oh, yes.
But
I love that
we
combo
put up
so
the Aegis Reflector anyway.
Love that combo so much. The 6H into the missile. Uh-oh. Trying to grab, I guess trying to grab it. That is crazy though. Jake eliminating SQ.
I mean, I wouldn't put it beyond them. Jeek has been on the up and up. All right, coming in. There's that jump heavy slash. We're trying to come in, but the Mega Fist out in 2D, actually catching the Totsugeki in, the Dolphin, and this combo to the corner using the Gigantic Kai being so powerful.
Oh my gosh. Remember when they gave him the armor on that to compensate for the fact that there were no cars? Looking like we're going to keep that going right now. Baba.
I swear the armor on Potemkin Buster made these Potemkin players feel a little funny, didn't it? It's like what they let the little goblin on their shoulder win. So what if I did the silly thing?
Yeah, but now you can like hedge your bets into the silly thing. Now it's a very scary landscape for every player that's not on this character.
Oh yeah. They let the intrusive thoughts win on that one. Playing this neutral.
HPV coming right back out here. Or Baba landed so many of them this set. Saying, welcome to TNS StitchFace. I hope you enjoy your stay. And the 5K coming out here, all 13 of those glorious active frames to set up a set point situation for Baba.
We're moving in there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here's the pressure. Oh, and the Heavenly! That's a lot of damage, but it's not going to work.
Heavenly's so nice, and you had to go ahead and do it twice.
Alright, we're right in our face. The backdash able to escape. StitchFace still looking mighty keen here.
Oh my goodness, there we go. Some supers of our own coming out here. Gotta see if StitchFace has what it takes to go for the 3K! Instant overhead coming out here! And StitchFace is gonna stay alive! Love
With
to
the
see
5k
it.
on round start, we're looking nice and patient here.
Oh, deflect shield. Would have been a great whip punish. Uh-oh. Just the normal throw. Good block from Baba once again. Oh my goodness, so much damage on the side of StitchFace. Will they even be able to bring this one back?
BRC forward, get some plus frames. There's a throw. This is a solid start for them.
Oh, the BRC overhead. No bait on the burst. Baba more than happy to go through the wall and start again. Oh, the gold burst! This could be it! Trying to bait it out and gets it! We're going to another game 5! This is crazy work out here. StitchFace, such good discipline, just sit there and say, you know what? I just know that you are going to go ahead and go for this burst. What a comeback coming out here by StitchFace. Saying, you know what? Started this off. Said, I didn't know who you were. And all I'm going to say is that is completely my bad, StitchFace. I was unfamiliar with your game.
StitchFace is showing some pretty solid situational awareness, but right now they're just getting hit. Put the neutral right in their face. Some solid damage. Okay. Potemkin's a big boy. Battleship Potemkin out here.
Oh,
5 DRC positive meter bonus. Are we going to be able to build enough? It doesn't even matter as long as we get the break. That should kill.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, like, you don't even need to build any sort of bar there. Maze damage, especially with that tap dust 6H starter, just does a ton of damage.
Playing this close / plus frames game. All right, in our face, and there's the whiff. We're in there. That's a good combo here. It's not gonna do. Oh, it does do plenty of damage despite the big man and the command throw. Excuse me, I was counting my chickens.
Oh yeah, I mean, this main character is doing a little something in regards to that health bar over there on Potemkin. So much effective health, but May just shredding through it like it's not even there. Oh, wait! Hits Potemkin out of the HGB and the close slash. Pick up off the command grab to close it out. May!
Chat, you can breathe. You can breathe, chat. You can breathe.
Mankind knew that
This one should definitely be a tough one, especially for a player such as TestYourLuck. As the name suggests, likes to choose some pretty high-risk, high-reward options there in the neutral game. But a good enough Axel, especially one on the caliber of Deafheaven, is going to make it an incredibly mentally taxing time to try to go for some of those options.
Yeah, Axel, a character that needs a little bit of love, according to a lot of our lovely community members, but this is still a matchup where Axel is a relevant character. Like, Axel, especially in a position like this where Nagoriyuki, high blood, it's hard for Nago to get in even with blood access to blood to use, but Axel's just going to be able to put up just a bunch of buttons that clearly put the stop sign up, making it so much more difficult for a character like Nago to come in.
Oh yeah, but especially you think about kind of like the 4 horsemen of those zoning tools, right? The 6K, you think about the 2H, the 2P, the 5P, just covering every single angle there, giving Nago essentially no options to approach. And TestYourLuck doesn't even try, just holds down back and says, let's go next game, I'm not feeling this one.
Yeah, not to mention the usage that Deafheaven is getting out of jump slash. I-80 back jump slash has been very good. It's one of the more low committal options that covers a lot of approaches while leaving a bit of a gap towards that full screen range, sort of 3/4 to full screen. It isn't very effective, but it's just having that option present while not putting yourself in a position to really just get absolutely deleted. And Nago is a character that can delete you. It's that meme of the Mora Doom versus Zero May Cry.
Yeah.
It's but if I do get it.
The only thing getting in right now is underwear PR in that Matcherino. $10 donation, shoutouts.
Using that rainwater just to create some space there. We're back in the optimal ranges for Axel, and the clean hit. We're going to regain some of that meter, as well as access to RC to keep the pressure going.
Here we go. Oh my goodness, I don't know if we missed it or what, but Cracker2122 came in with 100 bones to the Matcherino.
$100. Shout out to Cracker2122. We have more than doubled. We have increased this by a factor of 10 here. We're increasing this damage by a factor of 2 at least. The 2K2D poke out though allows Deafheaven to try and fight out.
Oh my goodness, a 6P. Saying that I am not scared of you. Oh, and there was a hitbox out. There's no better time for TestYourLuck to pop the blood there.
Oh, and there's the Beyblade right over the 2H. Counter hit 6H gets the OTG. TestYourLuck with 2 rounds back to back. We're at 1s on the board now. It's a tie match.
Yeah, this is looking crazy. I mean, to be honest, I thought that this was going to be... Yeah, I don't know what I expected, to be honest, because I feel like, oh, wow, like, it feels like Nago has such a hard time getting in. But at the end of the day, it is Nagoriyuki. Like, once, as you said, it's literally the meme. Like, once Nago's in, not much that Axel can do to get him out.
It's X Factor level 3 Virgil.
But when I get in, and at that point with X Factor level 3 Virgil, though, it's like, I will get in. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's maybe not. It's not quite as potent as X Factor level 3 Virgil, but like you die fast enough to make it feel like it, you know?
Oh yeah.
Goes for the low, and there's the blood-sucking universe once more.
Oh, the throw! That throw is gonna kill. Oh my goodness gracious! TestYourLuck is on a rampage right now.
These far slashes help us get in. These throws, we're just snaking them in, and this seems to be a crucial part of how TestYourLuck is formulating their offense here. Oh, on the same side, we retake the corner. That's super tricky by Deafheaven, but we want to stay in. 6K has a little motion forward. We get so much blood back off of these hits. This is a lot of chip damage. Deafheaven, they're fighting out of the corner. Axel, a character that isn't afraid to be in the corner, at least as long as they're afraid.
I was gonna say though, TestYourLuck goes through, gets the pickup with the 2-2-Ps. Let's go ahead and close that game out. Now another quick one here for TestYourLuck as he continues this reign of terror.
And that was such impeccable awareness too, because we had the OTG, perhaps thought the OTG would kill, but just in case it didn't, we're already buffering that red RC and that 5PP to seal it out. TestYourLuck showing their pedigree and their experience as we see this matchup, especially in such a tricky matchup to play between Axel and Nagoriyuki. Axel, a character, he's so good at limiting your movement options, and with a character like Nago who has such limited movement options, you really have to pick and choose your opportunities to approach.
Man, it feels like TestYourLuck saw there was a top 8 qualifier. Like, we're gonna lock in. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be losing this top 8 qual to Deafheaven.
We just gotta lock in, you know. All you gotta do. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
if you're just the most locked in.
Oh no!
OTG! No, not even an OTG. That's not a hard knockdown.
I was gonna say that is exactly what we're gonna see from Deafheaven, but looks like that's not the case there on the combo, but on the back throw there, that sure is.
Oh, the in and out. Just catch them, putting them back on the ground. Full charge whistling win. Just get a little bit of chip damage in. Good patience. Deafheaven mixing up their options very well here. Oh, they weren't paying attention.
This is gonna be so scary if you even get touched once. But now there's gonna be full blood on the side of Nago. But against TestYourLuck is so scared of these positions. Gets the reversal super though. That's gonna be able to close it out, and once again we're going to a game 5.
A lot of game 5s tonight. A lot of game 5s. These players are scrapping. They're fighting.
We're having a grand old time for sure. I mean, I don't know if I'd be having a grand old time if I was Axel in this matchup though, because I'd be like, oh man, I feel like if I mess up my sequence even a little bit, I'm gonna be eating some sword for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I gotta chill out.
I mean, you're a Bridget player. You know how it feels.
Oh yeah, I absolutely do.
Duel 1.
You know, it's like you just go ahead and it's like, oh wow, I pressed a 5H and get an IED on, and now next touch our weak. Like, you know, it's fine.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta, you get hit, and you just put the controller down and say, okay, it happened. We're just gonna play the next round. Oh, Bloodburst. No Winter Mantis. Deafheaven, they haven't been super keyed into where the blood gauge is, but it hasn't been to their detriment, luckily. I think they've been very fortunate with how these blood pops have activated with Deafheaven.
There we go. I'll talk about lucky. Here we go. Level 2 means that there's gonna be max damage. Uh-oh! Oh my
the TestYourLuck just pressed 5. They saw the jump cancel forward drift BRC. I'm still reeling on that.
That was
qualifier yet? Oh my gosh, these players are not even fighting to qualify.
Yeah, at this point we are fighting to qualify for the qualifier. There's so many layers coming out here on both sides.
Ooh, swinging on the 5H, decided not to cancel it, and now we have DomiWurld putting them in the corner. Oh, instant cancel too! What an interaction, what a reaction, DomiWurld with the driver's seat. Oh, and using the raw gazelle step too. A lot of players don't really use that.
Oh wow. And as we see there, DomiWurld is going through incredibly quickly with that first round. So many Kaneda fans in the chat right now going crazy, hoping that the boy can take it.
Get those plus frames, but no plus frames for you. We're DPing out. Able to block it, but more plus frames. These follow-ups on the specials are so hard to deal with. In fact, you just have to block after them. 6P, we're gonna turn it into a Tyrant Barrel. Clean hit to DomiWurld.
DomiWurld 2 for 2 right now on those clean hits. As we're trying to get as much damage as possible out of some of these combos. Goes ahead and throws that tap dust attempt.
Guaranteed damage here. RC off of the hoof stomp, we're able to keep the pressure going. Plus frames on the 6K, and now we're just trying to get the break. Is that enough? It is. He may be the ever-growing wild boy, but that's just enough damage.
Forever growing in the damage as well as what it's looking like. Oh wow, using 2 bars of stamina there to get DomiWurld over to the corner. Gonna have to see if it's an effective use later on.
Yeah, Kaneda with no bars of stamina just has to fight normally. Can't even get a knockdown off of that beak driver. The burst of the corner. DomiWurld has a lot of resources, but not a lot of health. Oh, the BRC.
Oh, that's gonna connect. Goes for the reset as well. Should once again be big damage. Not gonna be there though. Oh my goodness.
They tried to fight out. Low on resources, they weren't able to do a lot there. Kaneda gets the pickup, sealing that first round over Domi. Sin's a beefy boy. Like, Sin can take a hit and keep on trucking, but on the converse side, one of his persistent strengths throughout the entirety of his existence in Guilty Gear Strive is that Sin has such easy access to damage. And that's consistently been a theme for Sin. And even when you are perhaps at low resources, by virtue of spending those resources, you've built up one of the complementary bars, whether it's burst, whether it's stamina, or whether it's your tension. You usually have access to something that allows you to beat up on your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the beauty when you have a lot of resources to your name, right? It's like you You gotta get to pick and choose which ones you want to use depending on the scenario.
Oh, mash out the 6K for plus frames. Just gets them on the way up. That counter hit. JP still with the slowdown. This is Kaneda getting their chin knocked in.
Once again, showcasing such a highly powered Sin. I'm not even sure what's gonna kill really. Oh my goodness! I don't know why I ever doubted. Once again, DomiWurld just trying to stay alive in this game. Oh my god!
Passing in the night on round start, but the DP able to get the pickup there.
Oh my goodness, gets the call out there, but no cigar. Gotta be more than the cigar on this one. It's gonna be a clean hit into yet another wall break.
Dude, that one was clean enough to eat off of. Oh, there's the corner to corner. Are we gonna go into Ride the Lightning? Here it is. That was some hefty damage, and we only spent 1 bar of stamina on that.
Oh!
Oh god! Oh man! Annie, go get your gun out here. Anything you can do, I can do better. Not to mention, Kaneda, they had the extra bar to burst through the wall too. That extra 50 is so much damage.
That is the tune that we are singing right now. 100%.
Well, there's the Hawk Baker coming out. We're not buffering on the defensive OS there, just canceling our heavy buttons a little early. It creates that gap, but we're just not pressing, we're playing patiently.
Oh! Caught the backdash there with the Elkhun. Once again, Kaneda's gonna take us through.
Oh, you're gonna feel that one in the morning.
Yeah, that one is more than rough. So let's do it again for the one time. Not gonna be enough though for Kaneda and for Kaneda as well. Kaneda's own man trying to stay alive here, but DomiWurld goes ahead and picks up a game for himself.
It's tied up on the board here. Like in the mirror, this is just something that's really entertaining to watch because I feel like they're both reaching into their pockets to pull out something like, oh, what's something that they don't know, or a bit of a pride on the line, you know, where it's who has the strength here, who has the constitution to win.
Well, this matchup is definitely one where you see a lot of fists on faces, or staffs on faces, I should be saying. As you've already seen time and time again, so many counter hits. But another one coming out there because a lot of the times it is so beneficial to just choose an option and stick with it.
Dude, these DPs coming out waving the flag like Jean Valjean out here.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna take the wall break? No, we just take the knockdown. Electing to try and build up some of that extra meter. Doesn't have the stamina to spend for the wall break though. Attempts to get the punish, but doesn't get anything from that range.
Once again, Kaneda's gonna go ahead and trade the burst for another round. Gotta see if that macro decision is gonna agree with the rest of this game here as Kaneda tries to go ahead and take a lead.
Yeah, but Kaneda on no resources, but just built the 50 tension. Able to get the cancel here, plus frames and the wall break. A little like a lamb, a little mutton to move forward with.
We eat outside. You know what it is. Goes for the clean hit there. DomiWurld trying to bring this all the way back. Not only life disadvantage, round disadvantage as well. Gets
Ooh, the burst. We have 100% tension though, so we can turn it into whatever we want. Use the stamina backdash.
Oh my goodness, the tech! Defense! Going here on both sides. Not gonna go for the burst though, not quite yet. Isn't quite convinced, and the bar slash is gonna go ahead and take it. Or Kaneda.
Dude, we're swanging.
Yeah, this is, I mean, we already saw it in chat earlier with the counter. Counter might need to get implemented because this is going crazy right now. So
I mean, like,
feels like every hit is a counter hit.
You're playing Sin, so you might as well swing, you know? His buttons are great, his confirms are great, his damage is amazing. And he's a bit of a crazy man himself, you know? He's a bit of a swinging lad.
Yeah, not to mention, as we're already kind of alluding to, the reward for landing one of those good hits in neutral, like as you see there, like let's say, okay, goes for the IAD, back JH, that's gonna net into some huge damage.
Gets the instant block, but doesn't throw it. We have plenty of resources. This maintains our stamina gauge and gets the hard knockdown here. DomiWurld is in the driver's seat here. This is a strong position. We have our options and gets the overhead connection, but not enough.
Baiting out the DP.
Yo, who knew this child could be patient? This Sin Kiske could be patient.
That's what Soul's teaching him out in the forest. I think you found the secret.
Oh, the 6P confirmation. There's such easy access to full screen too. Oh, the 2D! That was a great trade for Domi, but the poke out.
Oh, not gonna caught by the post stomp.
The IAD-FD break to hit that low enough. Oh, and the counter poke!
This might kill with a clean hit. Not quite gonna be there though. Only needs one more touch. The gun's coming in handy for Kaneda.
The clean hit did make it, but it wasn't enough. And now the throw off the Gazelle step. We're keeping our burst for the final round here. Domi's trying to fight for their life. Kaneda trying to fight to move on as quickly as possible.
Delay, that's gonna be the case. Good backdash from DomiWurld. No pickup though. Maybe getting a bit nervous. Catches Kaneda mashing. That will be able to put him there with the clean hit. And of course it does. Why do we even question it at this point?
I think to myself, there's no way this wall breaks every time, and every time I'm wrong.
Talk about being wrong. The only one who's gonna be wrong there is gonna be Kaneda on wake up. Ends up getting hit, and now Domi's gonna tie it up 2-2.
It's another game 5. It's
They
another
are
one.
fighting tooth and nail to make sure that they maintain their spot in the bracket. I mean, that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of people were saying coming into tonight was, oh, you know, the bracket, you know, doesn't have as many people in it as we usually see. A lot of people are, you know, still either coming in and recovering or just recovering overall from AWT, so we might not see that many. But it doesn't even matter because the competition is still as fierce as ever, as we can see in this matchup.
Yeah, we have well over 100 players entered today, and we're measuring down to the cream of the crop here. Loser of this is going to be eliminated at 13th. This is our top 16 here. Oh. Caught swinging at the air. Grabbing at nothing. Got the reset too. The early cancel off the 5-8 turns into extra damage on the side of DomiWurld. One stamina gauge available too.
Oh!
That looked like a early hoof stomp coming out. We're turning this into Ride the Lightning through the wall here, and it's enough.
And there we go. Now Kaneda once again on set point. Has to try to find a way to close it out this time though. Wasn't able to do it last round, but may have the download this time, and that's what it's looking like right now.
Ooh, clean hit. That's good damage here. This is going to be tough for Domi, but we still have a burst. Who needs a burst when you have a DP? And so do I, says Kaneda. We're returning through the wall, though. That's an easy confirmation with Ride the Lightning.
The burst out of YRC on the side of Kaneda this time. Oh my goodness, the confirm off the far slash. Doesn't have any meter to follow it up with. This is such a scary spot for Kaneda.
Goes for the silly mix. The silly mix.
Oh no!
Is this enough? I don't think it's going to kill. Oh, and I'm wrong!
You dare doubt the clean hit, and you dare doubt DomiWurld's ability to stay alive. We are going final game, final round. First advantage on the side of DomiWurld.
Oh, this clean hit's getting me. And we got the mutton chop too. Sin the kind of guy to go get a big turkey leg at Disney World, man.
Oh yeah. There you go. Might have two of them, you know, got the double fist in action.
Sin would have two. No, Sin has 3 turkey legs holding them like Zoro from One Piece, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's what he does. Oh, the burst is coming out.
Oh no!
He's safe.
Safe from that. Gotta see how. Oh, maybe was looking for the DP there.
Able to get the
Oh my
confirmation and
goodness.
save the stamina off of the counter hit too. That's a very good position here. And the hoof stomp confirmation. DomiWurld with the pickup, the Tyrant Barrel, the victory. Moving on in the to see if we encounter anything else. Ooh, Holy Order.
Ooh, yeah. Like peak song, peak Guilty Gear action incoming. As you can see, the neutral is already real clean for both of them. First opening goes on the side of totsubunger though.
Ooh, big counter, big damage too.
Oh my god.
R slash to break, no super coming out. We have 50 still and rising.
Gifto has been on the come up for sure.
Yeah, Gifto already incredibly talented with a pot in previous iterations, but now you've elevated them. We'll have to really respect them. But the RC is able to break the armor. Instant burst though, turns it into offense.
Oh my goodness, just runs up, takes advantage once again of totsubunger, who is more than willing to hold down back, and now gonna be punishing for it.
JP doesn't do anything on the way down. The tricky
Oh!
jumps coming up, but I have to wonder if that was the landing frames to punish Gifto takes the round, despite using their burst at a very late junction.
Oh, 2K2D wants the mix up here, goes for the high instead.
And here comes big damage coming in, and the big pink well. We've got Yamada-san.
Yeah, Yamada-san coming through with the assist, as we know.
Ooh, and the instant dolphin tying it up on rounds. Bursts available.
Uh-oh.
Trying just to whiff punish, but still gets the 3K coming in. Ooh, that was tricky. I haven't seen that one off the overhead kiss.
I feel like we're just seeing so many, we see so many new setups coming out from totsubunger. Just so widely regarded as one of the best maze that NA has to offer right now. Oh no, the flex shield not coming out in a timely manner. Once again,
Overhead. They already buffered the 5D and the RC. This gets a hard knockdown with the heavy dolphin though. Oh, when we hammerfall out, pull back to the mid screen and deflect guard, able to weather the offense. Oh, we're swinging! We're swinging! Gotta be careful. 100% or 50% tension. Excuse me.
oh, here comes the missile. You gotta be so careful. We are just blocking. Tries to go for the throw. Goes and runs right into the Gigantorkai. And totsubunger.
So close to punishing that slide head. They were so close to punishing. I think it was just outside of range. Gifto able to get the finish with that one. But totsubunger was definitely ready. Definitely had the options available to them.
Oh man, I mean, it just feels like she was putting herself into position to win that round, but such a smart heads-up play coming out from Gifto to try and close that one out.
Playing neutral here. Some long-range nooch. We got the burst coming out. And we're right in. Using the Wild Assault just to keep offense going.
Uh-oh. Big swing there on the 5H. Not going to connect, but this combo sure is what it confirmed here by totsubunger once again. Maza is out here.
Damage. That did like 55% of your health bar, I swear. And even for Potemkin, 2D coming out, nothing happens. 5 DRC, this ought to clean up with a wall break, but we still have more rounds on the match.
Plenty of space here for totsubunger to work. Plenty of time for Gifto to try to build back this burst. Try to get something going here.
Great usage of that 2S there. A very big button that can really contest those dolphins with its incredible active frames. Oh, but the fuzzy jump out. We're able to get around the throw, and we do it again. 6B comes out This is plenty of damage for a 2-hit combo.
Oh my goodness! The 5K stuff with the dolphin! That's
The
what was
can is co-active too.
She knows active like to come in handy.
totsubunger very willing to just block it out. Oh, what a press there! That was brave. Esgifto ties up the rounds, but totsubunger still with a burst available.
Oh man, I would still consider Totsu very ahead here. Especially as we know that the damage output that Mei has, not having burst becomes so much more crucial. Because then stuff like that can just happen. You look at that 50% of your health gone just like that.
And you do all of that damage with very few hits as well, making it even more potent against the burst gauge. And even with this mix-up potential, it's so hard to deal with. Able to get the OTG here, and the deflect guard gets crossed up. No finish until the 5K catches the backdash totsubunger with such a quick last round.
Man, totsubunger just showing off why that Mei is so feared here in North America. I mean, Esgifto, as we said, no slouch of an opponent, but totsubunger making it look real quick there.
Definitely playing incredibly fast, and Mei is sort of, I don't want to say a lost art, but definitely like a hidden art, because not a lot of players play Mei. And while I will admit that she didn't have a very interesting playstyle early on in the game, they've definitely done a lot of great things to make Mei a very interesting and dynamic character with how she interacts with Dolphin.
For sure. Loving this, split mechanics coming through, just making her not super reliant on that linear gameplay and giving her some options to work with. And totsubunger using that to the fullest.
Ooh, counter hit, far slash, and another counter hit. RC not needed there to clean it up there. There we go, 5K round start. 2K, the flick with the hard knockdown as well. This allows Esgifto to play at the range they really want to and not allow Mei to use all of her big buttons to the efficacy that we really want. But the counter hit Dolphin, this is going to turn into a wall break.
Uh-oh.
All of that on the counter hit as Dolphin.
Oh yeah, like I said, I mean, Mei's damage output is just definitely nothing to slouch at. You see that they're going for the full burst safe route this time. totsubunger is hungry to just go ahead and win this one.
Oh, there's the stagger. They're trying to escape, and now they're just getting hit. RC ought to clean it up. Oh, we're not confident that it will. We have 100 tension.
Oh no! Messed up the setup! What is Esgifto doing? I guess tried to go for the tap dust to go for the... I don't even know what the setup was going on there, but totsubunger able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, totsubunger able to make it out. Esgifto, I think, just outside of range of that 5D anyway. And the reversal super with 100% tension. Might as well throw it out, you know?
Oh my goodness, that was a very, very interesting round end there, but totsubunger more than happy to go ahead and take that one. Trying to go for this 3-0 finish.
Trying to intercept her in the air, that JP coming out very quickly. totsubunger, their awareness is on point here, but sometimes the awareness doesn't matter when you're just betting on a 50-50.
No, bro. Oh my goodness, I was gonna say, I don't know if I would burst here, but it's looking like totsubunger knows something that I don't. Has one more opportunity here. Wants to go for, I know that she's looking for the YRC right now. Oh my goodness, the fuzzy says, don't stand up and block what I'm doing. The burst works out perfectly. totsubunger, you are the hero.
We may got holy orders playing, but totsubunger might as well be listening to play the hero.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, and the punish!
Dude. I swear, they let the little devil win on their shoulder. The little devil on their shoulder that said, do reversal pot buster. You know you want to.
Oh man, not only did the little bird win, but also it's looking like S-Gift is gonna go ahead and win that interaction as well.
We're playing with these Karas,
Oh!
able to make it out. totsubunger has been very, very cheeky with the way they use their fuzzy jump out. It's so hard to read, and S-Gifto has not been able to really capitalize when they use their guard crush pressure. And here's one success, and here's a round victory. Tied up on rounds here. S-Gifto wants to stay alive.
S-Gifto is trying to do whatever he can try to stay alive here against this marvelous May.
Play here. Doesn't get any whiff punishes going.
I like totsubunger's May play right here, you know, just trying to not force anything. So, you know what, I'm okay with just taking the slow way out. 2D though. Incredibly brave out here from S-Gifto, but that's how you win these types of games. You gotta be a bit bold.
I see a little buffering coming in from S-Gifto. Wonder what they're pressing. The FDB gets punished on the way down. And there's the reversal potbuster again. So much meter built for them.
Oh, deflect shield gets caught. There was almost a combo there. Nothing though. Gets the RC.
Yeah, they had to preemptively spend there because we do see 50% on the side of S-Gifto and a punish on the deflect card. totsubunger waited for them to blink, and pretty good place to do it. They're in winner's side top 8 here.
Yep, I mean, that's one of those things where when you get close but don't quite get to that goal you're looking for, you just get inspired to play and play until you physically can't anymore in pursuit of that goal. And that feels like that's where Jack's at, right? Literally just got off a plane going right on back to the middle. Oh my gosh, what a burst. Get right off the plane into the Midwest, immediately back into the TNS mines, ready to try to hone his skills.
Yeah, it's Jack, FubukiVr, they're both grinders. So you know they have the hours under their belt. And they've definitely run into each other before, so we're deep into the layers of this meta game we're playing.
Oh, what a throw by Fubuki.
Pushing them to the corner, using that Grave Reaper to push them forward. And Jack doing a good job moving over those little skeletons and staying in the corner with a mix-up. I think we still have the reticle available when YRC comes out.
Oh man, there we go. Rocking the stand there.
Jack has no bullets though. So.
Oh! Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like something's missing right now. And what was missing was any of those little orange pellets that you're gonna see in the bottom left there.
You gotta ask yourself, did I fire 5 shots or 6?
I gotta ask Duster, are you a counter or are you a watcher of the bullets? I tend to be a counter.
I'm a watcher, man. I had a stint where I played Happy Chaos, so I'm pretty comfortable looking down at the bars.
I definitely am too, but sometimes, you know, I'm trying to react to, I'm trying to react to the orange of the tap dust. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna count them out instead. Like, it'll be fine.
Oh, there goes the jump. Fuzzying out of the Arbiter sign. Recouping some of that focus there. 1 bolt in the chamber. And there's the restock here. Only 25% of our focus coming in, but we do have the focus buff.
There we go. Staying prompt gonna allow a little bit of extra offense for Fubuki. The roll and the throw. What a play by Jack to try to keep this offense possession going.
Oh, they're so dead. FubukiVr goes down in this first round. That's 1 game up for Jack.
Man, and as we can already see, Jack is back in business and ready to go ahead and try to secure yet another TNS win. Despite just coming off of that stint at the Arc World Tour Last Chance qualifier.
Yeah, this is a matchup that I feel Happy Chaos in general is very good at counter zoning. He was very strong as a zoner, and while zoning is a part of his kit, it's not sort of the main focus anymore. But if you're at full screen, it's not really a big deal, because a lot of the ways that your opponent interacts with you at full screen aren't fast enough to deal with the reticle. And as long as you're comfortable moving around sort of the bullet hell you can put up the reticle and use that as your approach in or as a punish, or even just telling your opponent that they need to stop interacting at this distance. But FubukiVr is doing a very good job of staying outside of that full screen range.
At this point, it feels like Fubuki just makes it so it's so hard for Jack to navigate through any part of the screen. Saying, you know what, I do not mind these rounds getting nice and drawn out. This is better for me. I'm on the zoner here. And even though she had that role, it now belongs to Testament pretty steadily.
Yeah, as soon as Curse is on you, though, it's basically zoning over. If Curse is on you, you do not really get to play the zoning game. And Jack is doing a good job of getting Fubuki to stay still for Curse to actually be applied in these long-range positions. But once the reticle's out, Fubuki used that as an approach, just trying to avoid the reticle being relevant in an interaction like that.
There we go. Jack is trying to get something going here, but Fubuki has other plans.
Calamity 1, and great instant block on the strike portion of the Air Grave Reaper. Ooh, that was a very clever use of the Unholy Diver to try and catch a fuzzy jump out. Jax being very jumpy, but using that as sort of a low commitment approach option.
Oh, there we go.
That cross-up button.
It's just such a scary button, especially when you mix in those teleports. Great use of it from Fubuki though.
Getting counter hit there. The burst comes out and whiff punishes the 2S with a far slash of their own right into the Calamity 1. That's a big momentum swing here for FubukiVr, and option selecting on their high-low mix-up there. This is going to be a kill.
Man, and Fubuki's going to go ahead and take out that second game here, tying it up. Going 1-1 right now.
Yeah, this matchup is definitely a lot more developed with the raising the strength of Testament and normalizing a lot of what Happy Chaos has to do. And FubukiVr definitely really well in tune with the options that Jack has available to them. And I think it really comes down to how these players are adapting to Jack's approach and Fubuki's usage of Grave Reapers in the mid-range.
Oh, there we go. Gonna go ahead and get that steady aim fully over there. So no room for that Grave Reaper nonsense here in this winter semis.
The backdash getting clipped by the 5D, and now that's a Deus Ex Machina to refill the clip. Jack has offense here. Anything silly going on? No, just putting them to the corner and strike throw. Here we go. Not enough tension to get the kill.
Oh man, the Curse putting in the extra work with the assist. Barely locks onto Fubuki, and Jack times it perfectly, mixing up her input and allowing him to get that first round of the game.
Happy Chaos is playing with an assist. It's kind of unfair, you know. Ooh, super jump out with the instant faultless defense there. Oh, early the burst with low life. FubukiVr still pretty healthy. About 85% of their health left. Calamity 1 RC. Just backdash. That expenditure is you gotta feel good about that burst expenditure from Jack there. We're even on resources now.
Uh-oh. Success to continue to confirm. Not gonna pick it up though. Good blocks by Fubuki. Only had to block only one more bullet to his name, but is now gonna get 2 more in his place.
It tries to use the double reload as an attempt to get tension for the super wall break. Unable to get it, but now with 50 on deck, we have plenty of shenanigans in store. And a super right before Fubuki is able to gain their burst back.
There we go. One more touch on Fubuki should do it. Has the curse as well. And the focus super. This is not looking good. Blocks the burst. The reticle tracks Fubuki all the way to the other side. And Jack picks up a lead.
That's just crazy. The reticle just kept going. Oh man, steady aim reticle, especially with curse on you, that's lightning quick.
My goodness gracious. Here Gotta see what Fubuki's gonna be doing here in regards to the adaptation. Sometimes though, there is just nothing you can do. Like if the reticle's on you, gotta go for an option and just end up choosing wrong. So gotta see what it's gonna look like next time.
Returning back, this is possible set point here. Jack wants to get into winners finals with ease here, and curse applied. Neutral over, offense in the favor of Jack here. We're going to the corner, able to get the bullets reloaded as well.
The Grave Reaper nerf's coming in handy here for Fubuki this time.
Very good at mixing up their zoning patterns. Jack has to stay on their toes here, but once they're in the air, with tension available, that makes it so much easier. And bursting them into the corner, 100% tension on the side of Fubuki.
Oh, perfectly timed 6P there. Oh no, no more bullets outside of Jack. Has to try to find a way to get him back.
Jack is just so willing to run in rather than trying to recoup resources. Just doesn't want to give FubukiVr the space to set up.
Oh no! Didn't want to give Fubuki the space to set up, but it's gonna allow Fubuki to set up with more than enough of the time that she needs, especially there with that deflect shield.
/ break. We're recouping some focus there on that wall break. And just out of range of the uncharged Grave Reaper, able to apply the curse and take the initiative.
Here we go. Gotta see what Jack can do with this setup. Just tries
a burst bait there.
Yeah, I like that. Honestly, if you want to, well, honestly though, I just gotta come to the territory. Gotta go with the burst bait every once in a while, especially if you're already at a kill.
Reapplication of stain here. This is where you want to be as Testament here, putting them in the corner, but they pressed out, going for a little bit of a greedy button, despite having plus frames.
Oh my goodness, look at how many resources are still on Jack's side right now, especially with that focus super.
Yeah,
feels like we're right back.
Kind of tension with an RC available. We might be able to change up the rhythm, but the YRC allows Fubuki to retake pressure here. Trying to get to the corner and using the burst at the last second.
Feels like we are back in business here. Almost Jack, especially when your super is not coming out. What if Aussie play trying to go for the finish and the reversal super? On the way out, Fubuki is going to go ahead, force the game 5 onto Jack.
Yeah, Fubuki tried to go for Calamity RC, but still got counter hit for that one. It finally comes out, and now we're tied up at 2 games apiece. This is truly premier play on both of these characters.
The adaptation has been mad on both sides. Like I said, what can Fubuki do better? And immediately, it seems like she has the range absolutely dialed in and ready to go. Oh, when Jack has the throws ready to go, how do you even predict that? And how do you find that as the response to the round start?
That's evidence that these two have played a lot. I swear. That's just keying into each other's habits there. Fubuki has hardly even done Wild Assault, mostly as a confirmation tool, and Jack leveraging that one throw into a very simple victory condition, but the reversal is going to put them in the corner. Fubuki.
Man, Fubuki just trying to keep everything moving now. You have Jack with essentially infinite meter, going to go ahead and go for the YRC. It was just a matter of when, not even if. And Fubuki going for the punish. Now Jack doesn't have that same meter. You got to be so much more diligent on defense, and he is! Finds the 6P and finds the set point.
Good acknowledgement of the ranges there. Right outside of 2S into the far slash. And now the early burst. This is going to be a strong position here for Jack, but the Arbiter Sign catches him on the way over. Just swinging.
Nowhere for Jack to run at all. Nowhere for Jack to run at all, and Fubuki reinforces that counter hit. And now we are going to final game, final round.
Almost at parity here. The curse instantly applied This is easy offense here. We're low on resources. Focus completely gone here and recovered after the easy sweep. With no bullets too, able to get that confirmation. Utilizing the blue RC.
Oh my goodness, and go for throw up again. At this point, I think just knows the habits too well.
That's a kill here. Oh my gosh. Oh. That's 2 rounds won in that single game off the back of hard call out on the Red Wild Assault off of Farce. We saw the difficult matchup against Axel. Here we see the opposite. We'll have to see how the experience of Deafheaven plays into Kreeg's here.
The birthday train is currently leaving the station, and we are going on this journey here for our second winners finals match. We already saw one zoner versus HC. Looking like we're going to see the other zoner against HC, and what Deafheaven can do in a matchup that, as you already mentioned, is pretty tough for him.
We've already seen the counter zoning that I was talking about earlier, but right now we're seeing offense here. Deafheaven keeping them in the corner, trying to escape the reticle. We saw a shot gone, and Kreeg was unable to get the confirmation there. We get to the corner, that's enough. We just got our meter for the super here. That's a kill.
And our Kreeg is getting things kicked off here with a bang.
Playing that 50-50 there off the 2P.
Oh man, what a response here from Kreeg. Just goes for the curse instead. Oh, we're just looping that over and over again. Kreeg just so aware with their curse usage.
Yeah, they're a little reckless, perhaps, or a little liberal, not reckless, with their usage of their focus. But it's all for the approach. It's all for a positive action here. Kreeg is definitely leveraging their usage of the focus expenditure to a victory. We see it just here. The spend for the wall break really turns it into a strong positioning here for Kreeg. And that's a victory. We might be positioned here for Happy Chaos Mirror in Winners Finals.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking like it. I mean, to be honest, like, even though Deafheaven has the experience, I mean, especially when you play online, you need to be playing against all different types of Happy Chaoses. There are a ton that are out there lurking in the tower. But are any of them on the level of Kreeg is a completely different story. I mean, they are just absolutely killing it, especially when it comes to the resource management. It feels like they truly never run out, or at least they don't run out of what they need.
Kreeg taking a bit of a breather. I'm always a fan of the breather, even if you win. I know a lot of players, they like to keep going and keep the momentum set. But even just taking a moment to recollect yourself and make sure the hands aren't shaking is something that I'm definitely an advocate for.
I mean, listen, I'm character select's favorite person ever. Like, you know, we spend lots of time together, especially in these tense tournament matches. So I completely understand taking a break, especially if you want to focus back up and make sure that you are recalibrated going into the next match.
Yeah, we're focused up and restocked on bullets here. Kreeg full screen though. Once we have the opportunity to actually hit, oh, it looks like we missed the snail pickup.
Oh, now trying to improvise. Oh my goodness! And it's gonna go up in and gets the burst!
OTG
oh my
to steal it out.
How did they know? Maybe putting themselves in the corner, immediately pinned Kreeg for wanting to go ahead and burst there. What a great play coming out here by Deafheaven.
Yeah, and the Deafheaven micro movements there, the small walks getting right around that reticle, avoided a shot to get that opening, but now back at full screen with curse applied. It's neutral denied, and now offense in the corner here. It's so hard to get out against with resources.
Yeah, I mean, over and over again, you're just seeing. Oh! What? I'm sorry. Where did that last bit of health go? I swear I blinked and I was like, all right, 20% should be okay, but no, that super is gonna kill.
Deus Ex Machina is really good against Guts. It has like just under 20 hits on it. Oh, Kreeg was trying to build that meter, but now they have it this time. That's a a lot of damage applied. One more interaction possibly. Deafheaven is trying to stay alive. The 5D comes out and Kreeg puts another game on the board in commanding fashion in that final round.
Man, only one more for Kreeg. 2 more rounds, but Deafheaven definitely just needs more than time to breathe, I feel like. I feel like at this point we are going to need maybe new strategy. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe we need like a Red Bull or something. You just gotta have something new to change it up here because Kreeg has their number.
Even now, the Tampa Never Sleep, the Monday brackets, it's a bit of a marathon too. We have had 142 players signed up tonight. And if you made it this far, you've been playing for hours at this point.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know majors, and I know like Arcos Tour qualifiers that have had less entries than the average TNS, and they're running those over 2 days, 3 days. This team lets it rock for 1 day, not even just 1 day, but starting off in the evening, getting it done so that way everyone can go to bed for work in the morning. Like, it's actually such a crazy accomplishment.
Yeah, but no bullets on the side of Kreeg. They're gonna have to fight out, and Deafheaven is just trying to keep them in a position where they have advantage. And with the scapegoat up, we get the hit, we get the pickup, and we didn't get the Deus Ex Machina. We spend resources just to get 1 bullet in the chamber, and it punishes the bar slash.
Alright. You gotta see what the case is gonna be here for Deafheaven. They have not had any real success going into this round. We've seen a couple pretty good plays coming out here, but regardless, not too much success otherwise.
Yeah, I think Deafheaven's trying to play a little bit closer so we don't have that free reticle application and the curse application as well. Because at a point where they're always a threat and Kreeg has to worry about them, but you don't have to worry about it when you get the hit. BRC comes out.
God.
But they weren't expecting the shot on the way down. That's the tour. But right now we have top 8 of Tampa Never Sleeps. This is loser's side, B.A on the Potemkin, and Dany Maza on the Kiske.
Oh man.
Look at this page.
I mean, B.A has been piloting this character ever since release, I feel like, and is not having any chances of slowing down. Now has access to so many tools as well.
He's even wearing his Lakers jersey. You see it? He's wearing the yellow.
Yep. Well, we all need some purple on that. Arxus get too. Oh my goodness, the burst is out.
We'll get this pickup, this clean confirmation. Not enough tension to make it a hard knockdown. And B.A with 100%. That's going to be scary, but we were just out of range. I admire the gumption from B.A, but it wasn't enough. Dany, our seasoned top 8 veteran, is not going to put themselves in a position to get just willy-nilly with the Heavenly Potemkin Buster.
It is so interesting to see Dany back here in the top 8. Like, I feel like we haven't seen this in a minute. We haven't really seen the Dany top 8s in a while. Oh, the drop.
Dany's going to move in and out here. Just trying to get in that optimal spacing here. Is a little brave with the heavy stun edge, and hits him with the juke there. The backdash to bait out the throw. Maintains shock state with the Sacred Edge wall break too.
Oh, could you imagine if the wrong super or invisibility super lost the game here? It's looking real possible. You better be careful. Ends up getting caught, ends up bursting, and ends up getting that burst baited by Dany. A quick game 1 for him as well.
Dude, Dany's got it in. Dany has the tension, you might as well spend it, and has the perfect read on when those burst points come out. B.A just biting a little bit too early and just not at the tempo that Dany's trying to get.
There we go. We got to see what B.A James can do going into this next game. Looking like Dany has all of this under control, but to be honest, kind of saved by the bell there, the missing super.
Playing that far slash game. Good FDB there. 2 ships passing in the night, that 2K and 5P completely missing. What a spectacular placement. That 5H catching the slight walk forward there. Baba's going to be put through the wall. Dany's so close to a 50. You're going to have to watch out for Stun Dipper.
Catches the backdash, but barely not able to get the hard knockdown he's looking for. But Dany is going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Close out yet another round.
Dany very good at his placement of Stun Dipper, whether it's right after the whiff button, right after an empty jump, or just letting it rip. Right into that 2D. Oh, from downtown. I was trying to run up throw from the 3-point line.
PRC. Dany going to be taking advantage of that. Good peck coming out from A.B.A. Oh, PRC. So good to try to utilize those plus frames. This how those Dany goes for the hard burst bait. Is going to nab it, but it's not going to be enough to kill.
Dire Straits here. It's still basically one interaction, and the interaction lands in favor of Dany. That's 2 rounds straight, 2 games straight. A.B.A. has to fight back here. But Maza is just too strong.
Man, it's like just 2-0 star here for Dany. I feel like this is almost like the old versus the new. We've been seeing a lot of the A.B.A. top 8s recently. At least here in TNS. We saw a ton of, Dany top 8s, Dany wins. Finally back here in that top cut. And now I'm trying to find yet another hot placing here from the loser side. Against what we said here is kind of the new guard of Guilty Gear Strive.
Coming in, gets the knockdown. DP is not throwable. Mistimes the median, gets reversal pop buster for it. The 5P anti-air, able to get the knockdown here. Gets it once more. Here we go with our pressure, catching them, trying to escape the 5P check. The instant burst there from Dany and escapes. Oh, this might be death.
No, apparently that 2D is not going to do it. But the flick on Blockshire is making light work of Dany, saying, you know what, you cannot count me out just yet. I got here to this top 8 just like the rest of y'all.
That's just a Potemkin round, it's just sometimes you get hit by 2 Potemkin busters and you die. It's the way the cookie crumbles. You gotta be able to roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and get ready for the next game. Can't let it affect you. Spectacular placement. Even though the far slash whiff, the 6P, now we're turning this into a pickup here once more. And the Sacred Edge through the wall. And he's leveraging this for a strong position here. Counter hit on the JH, the anti-air attempt was not good. And as long as we get the wall, we're guaranteed to kill.
Yeah, more than enough as well. Perfect coming out here for Dany. You're trying to close this up, saying, you know what? That last game, everybody gets 1. But it takes a real goat like me to get 3.
We got patience here. Really just allowing Dany to move forward and escape the corner. A.B.A. didn't really want to press any buttons there. Dany has shown they're able to punish. Play here.
Oh my goodness!
With the instant block that makes it possible. The punish on the pot buster.
Wow,
This is gonna kill here, right?
I think this kills. I mean, it's just pot buster into HPB. This is for sure gonna kill. What a sequence from A.B.A. to take the round.
Basically tied up. We both have burst available. Running the strike throw. This JH has been very potent here from Dany. And now we're once again in the corner, using the Sacred Edge for the long range wall break.
Daniel can close one out. Has the resources to do it. How about blocking everything though? Goes for the tap does that time and ends up blocking that one as well. Uh-oh. That's not gonna be there. Gets the backdash, not gonna find it though. There's no pickup for Dany. Is there anything for Baba? It's looking like the flick is gonna be there though.
We have 50% tension. You gotta be wary of what Baba has. Hammerfall RC is gonna be very difficult to deal with.
Oh, the safe jab
setup.
And that's gonna kill. Going for the HPV once again. What? Once again, the incredible play by Baba to take it. And we're going to another game 5.
Game 5 after game 5 tonight, I swear.
Goodness.
These players, they're after it, man. We got over 100 bones in the Matcherino. You can hit exclamation Matcherino if you want to contribute directly, but man, these players, they're after it.
Yeah, I mean, nobody is trying to go home just yet. They saw that 127 in the pot and are like, you know what? I gotta lock in right now. And that's looking like what Baba is here to do. So many good plays, so many risky plays as well, and they just keep on seeming to work out for Baba.
Baba's been very good with the usage of FDB there. And not only that, is FDB is really what turns into this offense here. And especially trapping Dany in the corner. Having access to so much tension with these Potemkin busters has really been the linchpin according to these victories.
Oh my goodness gracious, Baba, don't hurt him now, please.
I can hear the sneakers squeaking with the way Dany's moving.
This is nuts. Man, and the burst is out as well. Not trying to take anything now. Honestly, if I'm Baba, I'm gonna reload this round. Maybe go for like a wild assault or something if the combo requires it. Good blocks.
Oh, able to pick up the 5H, just not close enough.
Oh no! Uh-oh.
No perfect for you.
No! Oh my god! It's not gonna quite kill. Should take him to the wall, but it's not gonna be enough.
I think he might have been able to kill
What's
there
the
with
play?
the checkmate situation.
Oh, no burst! No, Baba! Oh my gosh, what a way to throw away that round. And now Dany has the immense lead.
Coming in. Look at the way Dany's moving, just in and out. He's just not staying still. And the way he's moving is being so tricky. Through the wall, Sacred Edge. That was so much damage.
And no burst to the name as well. Such a scary spot. Uh-oh.
Catch him fighting, goes right underneath the heavy slash.
You gotta hope you're alive if you're Baba here. Ends up getting the burst, has a single other opportunity, but you can't get hit by a far slash. There we go, barely enough. And the sending it with the stun.
I think if totsubunger is able to really get around that and leverage the access to that counter hit, being able to punish with counter hit is going to be very much in their favor.
We want to talk about being able to punish with counter hits. As mentioned, totsubunger is going to be doing a great job of that. We already saw the tendency that Domi has, press a lot of buttons. So hopefully totsubunger is going to be able to take advantage of that, close out some of those rounds, some of those big combos that May's known for.
50% tension spent. The BRC forward, very cheeky. Domi gets access to a throw there. And it's going to be access to a wall break, but we didn't have a super to kill. And May, being a gutsy character, it might not have been a kill even.
Oh,
this
but
might be
this
a
sure
kill
will.
here.
Oh yeah, Might, you are much more generous than I am. I knew from the bottom of my soul that that was over with. totsubunger gonna close out that first round.
Right, the hoof stomp confirmation here to the wall, but we're out of stamina. but 50%, we'll have to see if we can do anything about it. Doesn't matter when we're on defense, we're just trying to fight out. And there's the BRC forward again, the defensive blue RC coming in once more.
Yep, we've seen that same scenario so many times. Oh, trying to get that guaranteed damage, and sure does. Here comes Yamada-san once again.
totsubunger has been very keen on confirming the wall break with Yamada-san. Such a great usage of their meter. Oh, we're right in.
Uh-oh.
Out of stamina.
As he also doesn't have anything else to his name, has to be so careful. Oh, I was gonna say, like, if you're Toadsu, do you burst this? And you know that's not gonna be the case.
Yeah, I think DomiWurld kind of had to use that Wild Assault to guarantee the kill there. Without stamina, you don't really get to kill very easily like that, especially when you're not close to the corner.
Oh yeah.
Very good defense here from totsubunger, but the throw comes out.
And you think about it, so much stamina just for one throw. Since Kit just revolving around the mechanic and now doesn't have much to work with. Gotta see how Domi's gonna play around that.
Into the Ride the Lightning, easy wall break here.
Might be a kill. Goes for the jab though. Oh no, where's stamina? Isn't able to block the overhead though. It gets just enough of the stamina to close it out though. Oh, not Dany, excuse me. Domi gonna go ahead and close it out. Game number 1.
Yeah, that little 2P to check. Just keep them on the ground. Keep them in a position where they are cognizant of blocking. And opens up with the overhead totsubunger. Not really fight. Not in a super disadvantaged situation, but still showing that they can fight. That was 3 rounds in that first game. DomiWurld with a very slick last round though.
Once again, using as much stamina as possible to push totsubunger to the corner. A trade will spend though, getting the burst there for those 3 bars.
Very simple confirmation. Doesn't get the clean hit for the wall break. And counter hits. I think that was 6P coming out.
Oh my goodness, what a confirm there from Totsu.
Easy setup. JH, are we going to spend? We're going to spend damage. We keep our burst though. Domi's playing with that 3-round mindset.
So we're just trying to go for those frame traps with the 2K6H. Trying to get Totsu to press anything. But she is just so patient, waiting for absolutely nothing, just so willing to down back. Domi taking advantage of it with the overhead though.
DP to clean it up. That's only 45% of your life left, but the counter hit Dolphin, we're going to be able to take this to the corner, but not close enough for the wall break. We're going to get it right here though.
Oh my goodness, look at the damage, Nostro. Oh my goodness.
Counter hit. Just commits for the kill. Domi trying to be a little cheeky with their burst saving. But totsubunger just makes sure that the damage gets done. That's 1 on the board for both players.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking like it was definitely Domi's world in that first game, but on the other side, totsubunger comes back, makes the comeback with game number 2, and now we are all tied up. Honestly, from what it's looking like, Totsu might have the download.
With a full charge on that, there's still an opportunity to burst. Gets very burst safe until the end, and the clean counter hit as well. We're gonna just reset positions here, and a hard knockdown. Totsubunger is getting very wily with their usage of their buttons.
Oh, he gets thrown. Oh, this is for sure dead. Come on. Man, for that starter, you already know that the top dust is going to kill. And Totsu knew too as well.
Moving forward. The 5P coming down from the air. Oh, I see a 6P coming out, getting counter hit for our troubles, trying to maintain our stamina gauges, but doesn't get the full confirmation. No wall break yet.
Oh, no throw.
Oh, catches the backdash, that 6P. Quite active and plus on block here.
Oh my goodness, not just one grab, but two. And now Zo's gonna catch the backdash.
Into the super early.
Oh,
It
no!
doesn't actually connect, just out of range.
Oh no, that would have been so much damage. Might have even killed there and Toaster do it, went for the hard combo, but not gonna be able to pick it up now. Has to try to recoup for that lost resources.
Yeah, early burst spent. DomiWurld still having access to theirs. Counter hit. Burst comes out.
Oh no.
Look at that spacing. And already instantly evened up. And there's a big momentum swing. totsubunger wants this game.
Yeah, this is looking real good here for totsubunger. Domi real desperate to try to find something. Oh my gosh, this is gonna kill.
We just need the wall.
Whoa! Oh no, not quite.
Oh, doesn't spend their extra stamina gauge.
Oh my goodness, so fast with the low. It's gonna go ahead and go up 2-1 here, totsubunger.
totsubunger looking extra wily. That very first game, DomiWurld was very powerful. But right now, totsubunger is able to clutch out these really tight situations where there's a lot of interaction, there's a lot of swinging, and maybe a few drops from both players, but it's all about how you finish.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Man, totsubunger. Let's try to figure out what it's gonna be for the finish indeed. DomiWurld though, trying to make sure that we are getting a bit of extra time on these time trials. So far, putting in so much work in this round, trying to close it out. Not only one, but two wall breaks, just trying to keep this momentum alive.
We spent a lot of resources to get here, but we're quickly recuperating them. Aggressive dash block out, and a punish? No, the 5H notoriously quick on recovery.
Yeah, so even with, honestly, with that notoriety on the BRC, and I think I can do the 5K there. Just make sure that you guarantee that damage.
Ooh, uses the raw gazelle step to try and get in, misses the back hit of the dolphin there. All of this forward movement, all this neutral pressing just to get that meter, and all of that for a burst bait, and nothing came out.
There we go.
Yep, that's a punish. It's still minus on hit. We didn't have resources to keep it safe.
Oh no! Goes for the command grab. Here comes Yamada-san once again, not gonna kill, but gonna make it real close. One more touch will do it.
Jump attempt. Oh, the FD allows the access to get out. We're tied up on rounds now. This is a possible set point for Totsu.
3. Let's rock.
Moving in, moving forward, being extra wily, trying to make our offense unpredictable.
Yeah.
Perhaps reading a DP there. Coming down with the JH.
Oh, what a block. And once again goes for the throw.
Gets a little snack on the way out. Health regen, possibly. Burst coming in. We have access to it. Not a lot of resources. Oh, the raw
that's
throw.
real. And the 6H is gonna go ahead and do it. totsubunger. Dany, Dany's gonna do this, capitalizing and taking the set.
We'll have to see if they can capitalize enough here. Just interacting with Testament at the long range, just right over the Grave Reaper too. Dany's playing. Eyes on the screen, but really colliding with that Unholy Diver in the end.
Oh my goodness, that teleport was so cerebral, ends up proccing the stain and proccing that burst button from Dany too.
Oh, that was running into the curb right there. We had the 2H coming out. It doesn't have a big indication of when it comes, but that counter hit just fully turns into a huge confirmation.
Oh my gosh. Look at the damage from Testament here. Something you are traditionally not expecting. But Fubuki playing out all of her hits so well.
Solar turn back with a heavy stun edge. We're trying to come down. Stain is still applied. That 2P. I think we were going for an OTG there. Unfortunate drop. Dany has to FD everything though.
A little bit of decision process with the FD decisions. Leaves Dany still in this thing, which as we learned, I don't know what it is about TNS, but this man has his plot armor. The armor gonna get shattered though as Fubuki says this is my story now.
And that was technically better end for Fubuki because they had access to building more bursts, but still definitely a clencher in the end. Oh, jump scare throw. That was from way over there.
Oh my goodness, that teleport to get around the stun edge is so smart. You can tell these two play each other very often because my goodness, you traditionally are not going to be seeing these plays from someone that you're fighting with in your first couple times.
Yeah, I mean, they both are wearing that Mexican flag, so they're right next to each other, at least geographically. The DLC 2K goes right underneath Foudre arc.
Two big damage, but she can quite kill. I don't even really call this a hero burst. I would just call it being very in tune with the burst economy because look at the return on investment from it. Fubuki is going to take game one.
Yeah, Fubuki has been very impressive every single time I see them. And it's really just so impressive to see someone pilot a character like Testament and make them look so fast. Because Testament, their acceleration on their dash is very slow, and players like Fubuki, players like Simfukai, players like even I'm forgetting their name, but there's so many great players that make them play that make Testament look so fast.
Trying to cycle through Testament's eye now. I know that there's Yo-Ho Spill. I know that
Idom.
Right now. Idom too.
That's
yeah,
the one up there. I don't know
yeah.
why I forgot Idom. My Street Fighter name.
Been pretty prominent recently. Maybe not for Guilty Gear, but you know he's been around.
Bar slash right in range too.
Gotta be curious.
Going for the teleport feint there. Right in. Fubuki's just absolutely on fire with their spacing and with their movement.
One more situation for Dany to try to get something going here. Remember that the only reversal that we have is that reversal super. If Dany gets that out, or the YRC as well. Now there's no more meter for Fubuki. One more situation will take it here, but the 2K keeps her alive.
Yeah, Fubuki's defense in the corner has been very impressive, able to just really find those situations that allow them to escape, and using extra air actions like that teleport to really stay tricky in how they defend.
Puts back down to the floor and lands the 2H. Dany very lucky to have had that burst because it would have been a world of hurt otherwise.
6P actually beating out that heavy slash in the air. Such a deep button. Oh, they were ready for it. They were trying. They were sneaking. I hear the squeaky shoes. The back and forth. The back and forth.
Looking like a shifty point guard right now, trying to get open. In the meantime, though, Fubuki is trying to be a turret here, but Dany ready for the teleport this time.
Yeah, I think because he blocked it in the air, landing in time to punish Fubuki without much block stun.
Here we go. I like that they're good conversion for Fubuki. Not quite able to get the wall break though. We're down to get more Arbiter signs.
That JK larger hitbox than it looks, running up that 2K, catching Dany trying to escape from the corner.
Oh, Arbiter is barely clipping Dany.
Great instant blocks. Still getting pushed away by the Grave Reaper. And
Oh my goodness, the punish.
pretty burst safe until the end, able to find the proper position to spend it. 2S connects, but doesn't pick it up with a confirmation.
Oh, this might just kill, but Dany
Wall break.
might be going for the wall break here. There's nothing there. Just wants to go for one more mix-up. Doesn't see anything. Catches the backdash, and so fast gets the close slash, and Dany's on the board now as well.
And that Dragon install coming in clutch at the end. Not close enough for the wall break, but still able to turn it into a victory. Dany knows how to use all of his tools. All of them.
We gotta see it. I'm really excited to see what else Dany has in store. I mean, it feels like Fubuki was kind of like, all right, here's what Testament does just in case you forgot. But now Dany's got it under control.
We're tied up 1 game apiece. We'll have to see how this matchup evolves. 6P catches the Air Grave Reaper, and now we're returning to neutral. The movement from Dany has been very cheeky and very good at winding between these situations, but Fubuki very strong on defense and wily, so hard to catch.
Dany coming out here, just doing a confirm to get things kicked off here. Igniting the fire on the offensive side. Nothing though. Tries to get up to 2K, but there's nothing there. Testament 2K is just too strong, just as well as that JA.
Getting hit on the tail end of that Grave Reaper, trying to press something on the way down as well. Now we're returning to that space where Testament really loves to be.
My goodness, I mean, listen, if I had tools like that, I'd love to be on the other side of the screen, throwing Arbiter signs at you. Sounds like a good time.
He's moving so quickly. Unholy Diver, we have the stain applied, and just gets caught trying to move in the middle with an Arbiter sign.
Oh my goodness, low profiles it. It's barely making Dany flinch. Oh no, the burst comes out, and Fubuki makes quick work of Dany.
Yeah, that's a do or die situation. So hard to make it through. But we're making it through with C5 Productions. Shout out to the raid. Hope you're doing well. This is losers quarterfinals. Winner of this moves on to our losers semifinals. And loser of this is eliminated at 5th place.
Real scary spot to be in. I mean, you're gonna have to be fighting, I guess. We'll have to see. I forget that loser semis is still within just losers finals, or losers quarterfinalists fighting loser quarterfinalists, and then they have to fight the losers finalists at the end. So we're still gonna be staying on the loser side of the bracket after this.
Simple pickup. We get the shock state applied. Excuse me. We're gonna be able to get through the wall again. This is gonna be close to killing. Not quite enough.
Barely not enough. Fubuki though. Look at that. Ice cold, no nerves, even with just a pixel.
I called out the girls there.
Not the defender.
Backing up with the Arbiter sign. That was very cheap.
My, who's underneath it? Look at that teleport and said, I'm gonna get out the way. Finds the stain. Oh my goodness! We are running away and finally gets caught there with the light stun edge. Dany
Fubuki lasted so long there on that sliver of health. Is it really just so clear that their movement with Testament is very practiced?
I feel like practice is an understatement. Like, I feel like we're watching some melee tech right now. Like, you know, just bounce off platforms and wave dash, and it's just all different types of crazy stuff is going on the screen right now. All the
Fubuki's ledge canceling their normals. Oh, Calamity 1 comes out, beating the close slash attempt. Trying to get a throw, a bait.
Block. Oh, Dany's scared. Goes for the jump and ends up getting clipped. And now Fubuki, despite having no burst, is on set point.
Yeah, but not a lot of bursts. They're slowly building up a little bit. Able to take the corner with this and retake and steal it with that teleport. Very cheeky. The burst comes out from Dany. Double overhead is blocked. Just keeps throwing out hitboxes, whether it's a normal or a projectile, but now the punish on the teleport, Dany's been very, very keen to punish those.
Oh, good block. Once again, so good at blocking these tap dusts.
Gotta be careful. 50% on the side of Dany. Oh, this might be enough, and it is. Fubuki's able to take it 3-1. Evan. Now, historically, I know this has been quite a tricky matchup for Axel with the way that May's normals get to be.
Oh yeah, I mean, just as you say that, the clash coming out immediately. And here we go, burst coming out here for Deafheaven. That's probably exactly where totsubunger wants him. Oh, the close slash. This is exactly what I mean, because you already know that this is going to kill. Totsu working in as many normals as possible, trying to make it as easy as possible for Yamada-san, but it's still not enough. Still needs to find one more. And lands it with the tap dust. Totsu off to an incredibly hot start. Once again. Doesn't bite on any sort of bait there. Totsu super content with just sitting here, you know, playing these situations as supposed to, not trying to force anything. Ends up finding the split H, and this does so much damage. Look at that in just 2 touches. And there it is. Game number 1 is going to be going to totsubunger, trying to qualify for that top 4 position. Trying to fight once again against another zoner, but Deafheaven has to try to find a way out. Probably going to run it back. I haven't seen Deafheaven pick anyone else. I haven't seen... Well, I've seen Totsu definitely pick someone else. Once a very, very good soul player.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here go the Axel Bomber. Now Deafheaven has some sort of offense going right now.
Clean jump in right under that 6K as well.
It has been all Totsu all the time so far.
Ooh, the air-to-air, that JH coming in, but right now trying to bring totsubunger to the corner. Dolphin with the jump being very hard to contest without a preemptive attack. JH counter hit. We're pushing to the corner and tons of damage.
That is actually crazy. Totsu utilizing that incredibly fast run speed from May. Goes for the overhead kiss. I don't think that this is going to quite be able to kill, but this is going to do plenty of damage.
Yeah, we have safe jump, super OS if we want to go for it.
Looking like we aren't even going to need that one, though. It's going to go ahead and put another round on the board.
Yeah, that was so well in Deafheaven's favor, but instantly equalized due to the potency of May's damage, and it's really just totsubunger's patience paying off.
Patience is an understatement right now. I've never seen a Bay player block this much in my life.
Ooh, and there's the snail catching out the startup of the dolphin. Oh, 3K, able to FD cancel on the JS. Set up here.
more than okay with dying here for the cause. Oh my gosh, I am just kidding. Those guns coming in handy. But the 2P's gonna do it.
Yup, it actually connects against the Dolphin there. Deafheaven, less than 25% of their burst at their resources. 2K actually connects there. Not something you see every day. Burst comes out in a brave position too.
Uh-oh. That's Monka Fuzzy isn't gonna find any success on it though. So far.
Definitely not out of the game. A single hit can really turn the tides with access to RC and damage.
Oh no. Oh my goodness! What a brave press for Deafheaven, and this might kill. It sure is. With the resin is what I would say, but the guts are too strong. This is such a scary spot.
You gotta be patient.
Look at that. Totsu is not forcing any opportunity. Finds something there with the up dolphin. Forces the burst and finds the 5P to close out that game. What quick thinking from Deafheaven to go ahead and close out game number 2, ensuring that they don't go down 2-0.
Yeah, Winter Mantis Winter Mantis RC allows Deafheaven to really key into how totsubunger was trying to approach there. Catching the fast blue RC on the way in, that 5P coming in clutch. Deafheaven ties it up 1-on-1 here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Windows over Kiss is connected. Just gotta see what the route's looking like.
With 2P getting the charge up. Very patient approach attempt.
Kind of like the music choice from Totsu too, you know, it's like just keep it nice and calm. Allows you to not go too ham on the sticks, especially against a character where you need it.
Good block on the overhead. We're still playing. Moving in, the quick Dolphin able to secure the throw, and once more back to the corner.
Oh, you already know that's going to kill, and you already know that Westernight's going to come through with a party of 6. He'll be joining us here for the last bit of this TNS action.
There's another throw coming out. These players putting the mitts on them, the grips. JH, so tricky. It's been one of the main starters I feel like I've seen totsubunger get against Deafheaven. And it's really just that low and quick jump that May has is making it so tricky to anti-air her.
Oh my gosh, might this kill with the 6. H, and it is. What a route from totsubunger, and that's going to be 2-1.
A lot easier to tell when May's gonna kill than when she's gonna get killed, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like you see the starter and you're like, oh wow, that is for sure going to die.
Those Japanese guts do something heavy. But right now she's doing heavy damage here. That's 2-1 right now. Looking in prime position to move forward, but so far we need 2 more rounds and 1 more game.
Uh-oh. This is where it starts.
Yeah, she's getting the low jump from May gets right over that 5P, and so easy to punish it too.
Oh, this is gonna be big damage though. Uh-oh. Maybe a timing thing. Maybe just messed it up. Couple different routes you can go there.
Still tons of damage on that confirmed there.
Oh yeah.
50% tension on the side of Deafheaven there. Catches the 2 S's block. 5D not far enough from blocking it in the air.
There's the one thing that Axel does not lack.
Oh gosh, that
Yes,
beat the JP there.
Oh my goodness, what a block. Was ready for the high and the low there with the fuzzy. And the
punish against the
PubukiVr.
6H, 2P snail, able to put it on the board. Deafheaven trying to stay alive here. This is still loser's side. And no more second chances available.
The loser of this is going home with 5th place. The winner goes into the top 4 of the bracket. Just curious about the winners. I mean, excuse me, in the loser semis.
Trying to mix up the tempo, using that Wild Assault just to stay in. Totsubunger out. We still have lots of real estate to play with. The burst comes out.
Uh-oh.
Close slash. We're still in.
Oh my goodness, what a block!
Yeah, Totsubunger's been so hard to open up.
Yeah, he's got caps like that. Just off guard with completely, not even new stuff. Stuff that looks different. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Oh no.
Right into the Free Willy, gaining a little bit of tension on the way. The car is super.
Not super. Oh no!
Oh gosh. That's a big pickup, and we're picking up Laffy Smash, the rating party of 15. This is now set point for Totsubunger. Winner of this is off to losers semifinals. Able to get the deflect guard despite the cross back up. Slow dash blocking. The 6H comes up. And low profiles, we missed the Axle Bomber, try to get the anti-air close slash. This might as well be a one-touch game.
Oh no! You might have just called it. We'll have to see what is in the
This doesn't kill. This doesn't kill.
It makes it real close though.
Now it's the one-touch game here. We're just trying to make it overhead kiss. The whiff on the incoming, and Totsubunger 3-1. Over Deafheaven is our losers semifinals qualifier. They're off to fight.
To go to a major this year, I recommend CEO.
Yeah, we have our mirror winners finals, Kreeg versus Jack coming up. We'll have to see how these players interact. Now, in my time playing Happy Chaos, I say I hated this matchup the most because not only do you have to manage your own resources, you have to manage your opponent's resources. That's an extra 2 gauges. That's an extra 2 gauges that you got to think about. There's enough clutter on the screen already.
Oh, see, that's why the counting comes in handy. I mean, you play this mirror all the time in Northern California. Like, shouts all my other HC players out there. But you just gotta make sure that you have some way to keep track of the bullets. And from what I found visually, makes it incredibly hard to tell just looking at everything.
The quick draw. Where's Aneema or Kone when you need him? Look at this dash blocking. Jack's making it in. He's out of bullets though. He's just trying to stay nice and simple. 5D gets the wall slump. Decides to spend the tension. Not a kill yet, but a strong position, especially when Jack has access to 0 bullets. Oh, and great spend. The usage of the blue Wild Assault gives them the plus frames to recuperate 1 bullet, but it's not going to matter. The trade to seal it out, Kreeg takes it, the first game on the board.
All right, then. Got Kreeg coming out here, going crazy in game number 1. Like, all I gotta say is that Kreeg has been on an absolute tear. It feels like every time they enter a bracket, they are immediately meeting people with some of the most insane above movie that we've seen so far in these brackets, regardless of who's on the other side.
I mean, these Happy Chaos players like to get a little silly with it. There's just something about Happy Chaos players that loves to play in training mode. And Kreeg is just absolutely steamrolling here. Jack seems to be having a tough time defending. They've gotten a few neutral open-ups, but right now, Kreeg's offense is extraordinarily potent.
Yeah, this is looking ridiculous here. We already talked about the old versus the new with Baba and Dany. This once again is old versus the new, because I know you remember when Kreeg was absolutely dominating both the online spaces and then even every once in a while coming through a region and tearing up.
I mean, this is Jack from Celestial. It took them a long time to actually enter in a tournament, Right now, Kreeg is showing us the tournament pedigree that you can't count them out.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, that's 2-0 incredibly quickly. Like, Jack is gonna need to find something, and he's gonna need to find something fast.
Man, this Happy Chaos guy, he might be pretty good. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, hey, they've been sleeping on HC this whole time. Like, people keep on forgetting that. You have a character.
No one knew until Kreeg and Jack Grand Winners Finals. No one knew how good this character was until today.
Nah. I mean, like, people have been focusing on other evils, and I'm like, yo, we gotta keep our eyes on the prize. Like,
Dude, they both took out the reticle and were dancing around it. All right, this is perhaps Jack's first big opening here in this set.
Jack trying to finally give Kreeg what they deserve. The YRC, so well done by Kreeg, just allowing Jack to stay in the corner. That ends up finding his way out, and now he's gonna finally put up a round after 4 straight from Kreeg.
Yeah, great option selecting from Jack there. Yeah, the cursing's on you. That's going to make it a lot more difficult to play neutral, but who needs neutral when you're in Blockstone from a full screen away?
Good tech.
Is the patented dash jump. Jack loves to approach using.
Oh!
Yep, trying to play it a little safe. He took out and put the gun away twice, paying attention to where burst was coming from.
Oh, Jack needs to find a way out and fast. Kreeg doesn't have any concentration. That's when the Piercia stay safe.
Oh, the trade there. Unfortunately, it was still putting them in the corner, but right now Jack's going to be able to move towards the opposite side, the Deus Ex Machina. That's going to put a game on the board here. Jack is not going down without a fight.
Yeah, it's like Kreeg was looking like that game was just about over. But honestly, it's like this is looking like it's really still in Kreeg's favor. Like, as you already mentioned, like every once in a while HC can just kind of put a round on the board, especially, you know, if the circumstances are right. But it still feels like Kreeg has been having that domination that we've seen so far, so we might be able to see them make this comeback.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh man, we're already on the offensive here. Counter hit 6K. This is going to be a good position here for Jack. With the curse applied, it's so hard to fight back in this matchup. Oh, quick draw!
Oh no.
Instant blocking too. That's some character mastery. That's when you know the timing.
But yeah, I've been doing this for as long as I picked up this game, so you already know.
$5K, $6K, getting around there. Moving in and out, the reticle's trying to follow. The BRC changes things up, making it a little bit harder. 5D to open. This might kill here, but no, the 5K is not enough.
Oh man, and the jab comes through. Once again, despite not having the burst, Jack is up in rounds once again.
Ooh, the accidental instant block makes it a little bit scary there. Jack fighting back. We get the throw here. Great positioning here for Kreeg. Low on focus. We might have to spend super for it. Decides to spend it.
Oh no! Can't find anything. Still goes for the clone. Says this move is not useless in Big 2025.
Kreeg is a lot more willing to just back off and let the reticle stick on you, whereas Jack is always trying to move forward. And I think at this range where you have to fight against each other, Kreeg seems to be pulling ahead, but right now this is still last round. Still set point here for Kreeg, but no burst available, an instant equalizer.
Top dust out here for Jack. I almost said Jack Black. Name's kind of confused me a little bit, but in the meantime, interesting setup coming out here. Gets caught mashing.
Instant reload.
Put it all back here with the Deus Ex Machina. Kreeg has a long way to go if they want to close out this round.
Kreeg has to survive one more interaction. The burst is going to give them advantage here with the plus frames. Curse applied, the cross up, recuperating some resources, tries to go some cheeky same side shenanigans. We have to block the mix up the side swap on the commando rolls enough to tie it up.
And now it's 2-2. It was 2-0 for Kreeg. It was looking all but gone. And now all of a sudden Jack arises and finds himself in a position that he's seen, that he knows, and arguably you can say that he loves.
I mean, there's been many times in the past. Jack has gone down 2-0 only to rally back for the reverse sweep. And Kreeg is just trying to put an end to that. Doesn't full unload, just gets knocked down after the challenge. But the burst able to put them to the corner. Instant burst, we don't want to get stuck.
I don't know if you saw it, but there was also the oh my goodness, like Kreeg putting the gun away to try and bait out that burst, wasn't able to find it. And it's looking like the gun don't lie, because now Kreeg is in a very advantageous scenario.
Yeah, Kreeg, all they want is the reticle on top of having chaos, on top of the opponent, and they're finding these situations, and especially in that last round, it was so quick to get the reticle against Jack. Quick confirmation. As long as they're in hit stun or block stun, that's an instant lock on.
Oh my god, good block from Kreeg.
That's the first block 5D of the set.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Waiting for Jack to do anything here.
And we're so low on focus though. Just using that blue wall assault just to take time back and load a bullet. We're gonna get a knockdown here, as well as a Deus Ex Machina. This is plenty of damage, but no kill yet.
Yep, not gonna quite be enough. Jack has a pixel of health to try to make this comeback. Tries to go for the backdash. And Kreeg is gonna go ahead and take it and find themselves on the winner's side of Grand Finals.
Not just
Go sign up if you play Melty. It'll be a fun time, but for now, we got some guilds to go to get through. Got totsubunger coming through on the May. And on the other side, rocking the other EX color, we've got FubukiVr coming through rocking the Testament. Let's go.
It's going to be a great matchup to watch. Both these players are absolutely stunning us at the commentary desk this evening. We'll have to see how things interact. Instant counter hit off of the S-Dolphin. This is going to be solid damage here. The burst comes out at a guaranteed point, and now we're just trying to fight our way out of the corner. Totsubunger with the instant response catching that teleport. And the instant blocks too, not getting pushed away. That's a very important interaction in this matchup. Really any matchup, like when you're playing against Testament. Teleporting out. We're just trying to interact forward. We're just trying to get closer. These teleports have been very slick, but now the big hit, not going to be a kill here, but that's plenty of damage, especially when Testament doesn't have the strongest health. Teleports out, this time not punished with the suckiness off screen, makes it a lot more difficult to see here. And now we call out the girl, Stain State applied. Hard knockdown here. Fubuki's in a good position here to recuperate these resources into the next round if we lose here. Oh, and here's the Season 4 buff. The burst comes out. We have the girls coming in. In clip, we still have Stain. I gotta believe this is a good feeling from Fubuki. Given how the start of this round took place here, the burst spent, and now it's a complete reversal of resources based on those initial interactions. Good pick up the 6P. 5D able to clean with that Stain pop. The movement here from Totsubunger is no trick to deal with. Great usage.
This is the battle of the tricky movement, right? We already saw how Fubuki was moving on Dany, and totsubunger just has that really deceptive movement, has been able to outsmart the wit of Deafheaven. Now I'm going to try and get the same thing going with Fubuki. This is a good start to it though. Oh!
Super jump dash, tried to get out the high hitbox on that JK. Very good to catch it.
Oh no, he's gonna burst. Oh my goodness, and Fubuki makes it out of the round with just only spending the deflect shield. Incredibly smart and very calm and collected to not go ahead and spend the whole thing.
Patient play there from Fubuki. They're going to recoup all of that burst now, but trading it for just over 50% of their life. Instant spend here, just trying to establish some space and maybe be a little bit tricky on offense. The movement from Totsu has been so tricky to deal with.
There you go.
Not aware of the teleport. It's that sort of object permanence.
Oh! Oh my goodness, speaking of not aware, too much Orca on the screen.
Yes, that's the bait there. That's the evolution that I expect to see as this matchup goes on. How Totsu deals with that teleport and how Fubuki tries to make that teleport work.
Oh my goodness. Gets the JK and gets the kill. What a way to close it out here by Totsu.
That was a very, very clean pickup there. Super aware. And despite this adaptation, totsubunger is really keying into how Fubuki is trying to escape with those teleports, especially in a dire situation like that at the end. And totsubunger was very early scouting out that teleport, getting punishes super quickly. Fubuki's got to be thinking about that as this set evolves.
There it is. Burst comes out. Totsu goes for the burst. Doing plenty of damage now.
Here. Oh, that looked like a
oh my god
setup attempt. Or perhaps just trying to get the corner back. This isn't going to kill. Missed Unholy Diver. Unfortunately, not having stay in state might be a detriment, but it's still the 2K 2D able to clean things up. That's another round here for Fubuki.
There we go. J8 putting in the work already. With things just getting started.
Coming in that heavy slash, that air heavy slash has been perhaps one of their favorite buttons in this matchup. Subscription from St. Cola, how you doing, man? Welcome back from Arc World Tour. Double overhead gets blocked here. Oh, that's gonna clip? It does, but only the first hit. These Grave Reapers and using that teleport momentum change that they have access to make things a little bit tricky.
Oh my goodness, getting sandwiched. Not gonna result in much though. Frame trapped by that H Reaper, and Fubuki puts one up on the board.
We're tied on this set here. That was very, very strong, seemingly, from Fubuki. Totsubunger just not being able to catch them. I think these teleport shenanigans are starting to be a little too difficult to deal with. Totsubunger hasn't been able to get as many meaningful hits. While they still have the classic Mei big damage combos, Fubuki is being able to put themselves in a situation where stray hits do not confirm as easily, and Totsubunger is having difficulty making it matter.
Yeah, we are not having difficulty letting Crazy G6 teams raid matter. Shout out to them. Gotta say shout out to Fubuki for already getting things started as well here though. Totsu blocks the tap dust, blocks the overhead as well. So far the young woman reactions are coming out in full force.
The burst comes out though. We almost got the girl in the corner.
Oh no, you
and
don't.
The knowledge there. When you burst the Nostrovia, you can run forward if you're close enough to the ground.
Allows your Maza to come through. Do about 60%.
Testament's anemic. Do you see that? So much damage.
Yeah,
might die from this? No, the throw scaling might be a little bit too much.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. Still needs one more touch. Oh, man.
Very tricky there. Using that J2H to alter their momentum makes the side swap turn into a same side.
I kind of stuck in the Testament zone. I'm always curious about how Totsu is going to try and get out of this. But then you think about it, it's like, alright, I'm just going to gamble. And honestly, gambling here is actually the correct play. So good stuff on totsubunger.
Now we're stuck at full screen. Once more trying to escape the zoning patterns. Fubuki doing a good job making sure that they don't accidentally corner themselves. Kreeg comes out, but the Calamity 1 is able to punish the meaty attempt. And I think that was the first time they went for the high-low rather than the double high there. Actually connecting on the mix-up rather than just getting block pressure going.
It was like a 2-3 frame fuzzy window. Very, very hard to fuzzy block, so Fubuki finally taking advantage of that. And now we see Totsu trying to block him on the other side. Once again, hit with the low. And now the throw should be more than enough. Calamity coming through. And the perfect Fubuki goes up 2-1. Now only needs 2 more rounds to advance on to the losers finals.
What a slobber knocker. These players, they're fighting. They're fighting.
Oh,
Fubuki
yeah.
with incredible momentum going to this possible last game. If they win this, Fubuki wants their revenge versus Jack.
You know, I did say I'm definitely a bit selfish, but I do want to see totsubunger fight against Jack. That does sound like it'd be a good time.
6H attempt, just a little bit too high, that super jump spacing. Very well placed. FubukiVr doing a very good job. Able to escape the corner like that very consistently. That 6H hard knockdown. Guaranteed.
Uh-oh. And finally, Totsu finds the opening that she needs.
Well, there's the Calamity Fast RC, so tricky. Maybe going for a tricky throw setup there as well. And escaping right back down, trying to get tricky with that low. The awareness.
Oh my goodness, run forward.
Fubuki is so in tune with where the succubus is at all times.
Oh my goodness. In the blocks. Gets caught by the H Reaper.
We have 100% tension. How are we going to spend it? We spend 1 RC and a little on FD, the 6 key anti-air. That seals it up, and now set point here for FubukiVr.
Oh man, here we go again. Once again, having such a difficult time trying to deal with the way that Fubuki is moving. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Huge damage. A little risk goes a long way. And this Yamada-san's a long way from home. That dealt 70% damage, I swear. And just getting hit on Meaty there. Have to wonder if Fubuki was going for that Calamity Fast RC once again.
Might have just said, you know what, I just want to make sure that Totsu has as few resources as possible. But now this thing is off. You gotta wonder, this is such a scary spot for Fubuki, who wants to try and close this out as quickly as possible. Oh, good block.
Yeah, totsubunger has been very good on the blocks against 5D. Trying to clip here, counter hit, attempted.
Oh no!
This is a big counter. Unfortunate they missed their charge. Corner, the counter hit close, Flash able to pick it up, 2K finish. Now we're tied on games.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that was incredibly clutch from Totsu. Was able to find the pickup there with the 2K to go ahead and close it out. Great stuff picking up off of that trade. And now you gotta try to pick up the set win. 2 more rounds for either side. And only 3 more rounds max are going to determine it. We are going to a final game once again.
And so we are consistently blessed with Game 5s this evening. And once more, we have 2 talented players fighting by the skin of their teeth for a piece of that pot. Oh my gosh.
Oh no! 5H is going the wrong way.
Nostrovia for the wall break. Arbiter sign for some damage. Low Arbiter reestablishing neutral. Those Air H Grave Reapers have been very well placed. So tricky to deal with.
Oh my goodness! Pull it up! Otsu was pulling up 100%.
Didn't have access to super here. Just has to play neutral once more. Oh my god, that was such a tricky situation there. Takes the guaranteed burst situation. Fubuki almost has a burst to their name as well. Close slash anti-air misses. And now we're returning to that full screen positioning.
Oh, you have to get the Stain out of here somehow. Oh, not gonna quite be able to get there. Stain procs finds a way to slide underneath and gets thrown. 6H is gonna go ahead and close that out. Oh my goodness.
Current set point, once again, FubukiVr cleans up that confirmation with the 5k pickup off the jump slash, and now Unholy Diver with Stain State applied. This is a strong positioning, but this is good damage and a good pickup here. Using that Wall Assault and Yamada-san to get this clean damage.
Oh man,
Limiting one RC.
Gets hit by the Stain once again, and this should be it.
We have another 50, don't we?
Yep. Should be more left to close this out. Has the ability to burst it, and FubukiVr is gonna take it in a nail biter. Game 5 situation.
Yeah, Fubuki has access to the grudge match. Off to fight Jack in losers finals.
Yep, I believe, as you mentioned, we've seen this before. Jack halfway to close out a game 5, not just a game 5, but a reverse sweep on top of that. Gotta see if he has any more of that download going, and it's looking like that's the case right now.
A strong position here, plenty of damage already dealt, 50% over in one combo. And a little stutter step, make it a little cheeky there. Fubuki gets caught, trying to escape, and now we're just returning to the same situation if this doesn't kill outright.
There you go, one touch scenario. Curse is on Fubuki's side, gets hit with the a million overs. I don't even know how many that was. I wasn't even gonna try.
And that pogo hop has been such a strong button from Happy Chaos's kit for so long, only improved in this Season 4 patch. And now, with Curse applied, it's going to be tough. We're trying to escape. The teleport caught in its activation frames.
It feels like so far Jack is already so much more comfortable, but we haven't really seen Fubuki get back into the spirit of fighting HD, so we could see plenty more.
Fortunate drop there on the OTG. Jack is able to turn that into offense here.
Jack wants that YRC so badly. You could literally just smell it. It's crazy.
Jack wants to save that bullet for for an important opportunity here. Oh, we're out. There it is. Empty chamber, empty wheel. That's one left. First. Full 5D connects. The RC able to tie up on rounds. Just over 50% burst for Fubuki. We're going into this, and it's still not a guarantee who's going to take this third round.
Yeah, not a guarantee is completely right. Gonna go for the wall slump. Looking like we're just gonna backdash. Probably didn't want to have anything to do with that.
Almost full on resources with the focus buff. Gonna be tough to deal with. We have burst available. Going for something a little bit safe. instant pickup, using the gunshot to activate really quickly. That close slash, so one of the common burst points. So a lot of players look out for it and wait for one hit afterwards, but that one hit was just enough to kill Jack. Very clever with their routing.
Man, there we go. Jack, I mean, as usual, showing off just strokes of genius every single time he plays. Like, it's just so crazy, right? But I mean, Fubuki definitely should not be downplayed in this scenario. Already keeping the games close, despite this matchup looking the way it does.
Ooh, the Arbiter almost caught, but the burst into steady aim has been a classic advantageous position here for a character like Happy Chaos. And now we're going to go through the wall. No, we didn't spend the bullet, and instead recovering with focus and the Calamity 1. Trying to move in. Jack's still down. It's one bullet left in the chamber. And now 0. And now dead.
All right, there, Fubuki taking first blood of this game, saying, you know what? I am not even going to be worried about all that.
Curse applied makes it so hard to deal with him at full screen. Recovering some bullets, the 5k to clean up. XP attempt, but the momentum off of the teleport made it hard to deal with. Burst returns us to full screen.
Fubuki slowly chipping away at this life lead. Using the burst to try to secure the W.
Very good use. The blue wall assault, we had no bullets and now fully reloaded, and the wall break. Jack is fully aware of what's going on and gets the OS throw. Rather than fully attempting to block the Calamity 1, they just call out the Calamity RC. Fubuki had a full stick of butter too.
Even Jack just doing such a good job of taking advantage of the fact that Fubuki was honestly playing a lot more safe than she's accustomed to.
Just trying to jump out of the way of that Grave Reaper. And that stagger, the close slash, such a great button. We don't have access to super because we don't have access to focus.
All right, though, getting just enough bullets in order to make it worth it because you know the concentration's coming back! Oh my goodness, but the jump in air dash JS, excuse me, putting in the work.
Oh, we saw a little bit of button pressing coming out, and Jack, 2 quick ones on the board here. Fubuki's fighting back, but is it enough?
Man, like, it's looking like it's gonna be enough real soon based on the trajectory, but if we know anything about Jack, he knows that. If we know anything about Jack, we know that he has all of the tools necessary to shut down any momentum in his way. Like we already saw Fubuki went up 2-0, immediately shut it down, close out the reverse sweep, or sorry, excuse me, closed out the reverse sweep attempt from Fubuki. He kept it nice and clutch.
I mean, Jack has only been playing in tournaments for a little over a year at this point, and already he has very, very strong tournament nerves. FubukiVr, someone we haven't seen as much this deep in the bracket as Jack, but definitely no slouch, and a player that needs to be respected.
Demanding her respect as well, but sometimes when you're in the presence of this full screen menace like HC, it just doesn't matter.
This is a hard knockdown, not enough tension to do much, but silly shenanigans are afoot here. Gets the overhead, and the counter hit on the pogo hop on the way down. Jack just keeps pressing. It's so hard to deal with. I swear that pogo hop is just uncontestable. Such a strong button. Oh, right when he let the shot rip, that's when the teleport happened. We're going to be able to make this to the corner. Lord Testament loves to be
This is looking like Fubuki's round to win for sure. Jack just pulls out the gun and says, I don't care what you're looking for. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot you. But then again, Calamity on the other side allows Fubuki to go ahead and take a round of her own.
This is still set point for Jack, though. Fubuki has the burst. They spend it, but about half resources for Jack. So the burst not having a super strong impact other than creating space and not having to deal with offense.
Fubuki, it feels like she's really struggling to find the range when she wants to contest Jack. Wants to give him just enough space to feel comfortable pulling out the gun, but not enough space for him to actually fire it without consequences.
Looking out for the burst there. It finally comes out. Jack is not out of it yet, using their own DLC 2K to snake under that Air-esque Grave Reaper.
Oh no! Had the delay there, but the deflection coming in clutch.
Jack's been very airborne. That usage of that held Unholy Diver has been very cheeky, very well placed. Able to block and instant block. Doesn't take any chip damage from that.
Oh! Doesn't have any bullets.
Almost could have gotten in there. Just trying to be patient with the succubus out. 2K not enough. We're close to chip range.
Oh!
The JP able to get around here. We have 50 on both sides.
Oh no! Jack probably wanted to go down, but only ends up getting the PRC. And now Fubuki's gonna get on the board as well.
We gotta take it one round at a time. That's all that matters. That's all it takes. And right now, Fubuki is moving on and staying alive. This is 2-1 here, but still, you're fighting against Jack, and you can't give him that inch, because he's gonna take a mile, and Fubuki needs to stay and keep up in this race.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Uh-oh. Once again, Fubuki gonna be off to a hot start, but Jack is gonna neutralize that immediately.
Oh, the cross up. So cheeky. Gonna use this to recruit resources. The backdash with 50% tension, the backdash turns into a strong position. Resources recovered. Positive meter bonus. Oh no! Jack missed their OTG shenanigans.
Oh my goodness. OTG being missed means that Fubuki has a chance to capitalize. Try to close out more of these rounds, but the release of the H button is going to neutralize those thoughts in a second.
Jack recovers a little bit of more burst gauge for that. Stops Fubuki in their tracks. The attempted approach with that 2K so well placed.
Uh-oh. Another burst.
There's the quick draw. Yeah, when we're full screen, you don't really have to do much other than pull out the gun. But with staying applied, the gun is a little bit scary. Wall break if we want it. We take it with the Unholy Diver. Stain still applied. Bullets in the chamber. Be careful, the commando roll gets punished. Stain allows this to turn into a big combo towards the corner here. OTG doesn't even need it. There's the cleanup. This is the last round here. Possible set point still. Fubuki wants to tie it up at 2 games apiece.
Okay.
Out.
Gets the throw. Gets up. Gets the gold burst. Oh no, might have wanted the blue one and isn't able to get it. Fubuki is now in full control of this game.
Yeah, but you can't count out Jack. They still have 50% tension and a almost full stocked clip. Oh, but this might do it. You get a few extra hits here. Play around guts. It's close.
Oh, still not enough.
careful. You have no life to work with. Magic Pixel.
Whoa! Use the deflect shield to try to prevent that stain popping was such a smart idea. But it's not going to quite be enough. We are going to yet another game of 5.
FubukiVr ties it up. That's 2 games in a row now. Jack on the back of a 2-game comeback. This is reverse sweep in progress or a return to fight Kreeg here. Fubuki, let's see how we continue to move forward. Teleport, we're just staying in the corner. JK, spectacular air button. The double instant block keeps Jack in touch, but they just K'd right over each other.
There we go. Trying to go for the far slash. What a whiff punish coming out here by Fubuki.
State applied here. This is a strong position for Fubuki. Jack still with no bullets in the chamber, and we're going to turn this into a set point for the first time in this set for Fubuki. After fighting back twice in a row, can they take it against Jack here and move on to fight Kreeg?
Oh, lands the 2S. Just greeting away, getting 4 of those bullets back. Good block on the tap dust. Good block on the tap dust again. No resources. Finally finds one, and Jack is able to get bullets back. A backdash comes out here for Fubuki.
Stocking up though. We're trying to tie it up on rounds. Jack wants his rematch. Going for some shenanigans. Full burst for both players here. Fubuki gets momentum. Jack spends a burst. That's going to be a good position for them.
Gets clipped by the bird.
I think I saw an attempted air throw. Doesn't turn the 2K into
Oh
a
my
kill,
goodness!
though.
Oh my goodness! So many buttons pressed and tries to go for the 6P, but no cigar.
It's final game. Final round here.
Oh my goodness! Once again, the far slash red wall result is thrown. What a play from Jack.
This is a strong position. Still a full bar of life here. Baiting out the burst on that approach.
Oh, the back throw. This could be bad. There's no bullets for Jack. Oh no! Doesn't even have meter to go for the burst anymore. Could catch the burst. And blocks it! This won't be enough. There's gonna be one more interaction. There's no way for Jack to get his burst back. There's no way for Jack to get any of his bullets back. And the Arbiter sign is gonna go ahead and take it.
From what it looked to be a full Jack momentum round, Fubuki ties it up in life, and eventually here, this is grand finals, the expected matchup, Happy Chaos versus TestYourLuck.
Duel 1.
Contributed $32 total to the match arena. Keeping it nice. Look at that. The burst already out from Fubuki. Kreeg looking very comfortable in the match so far. As I say that, immediately gets teleported on.
Is trying to make sure our buttons interact. The trade reestablishes full screen neutral and pushing to the corner. That's a Deus Ex Machina to tie it up on life here. Positive meter bonus.
A lot of that clone muscle memory coming back out.
Yeah, the clone disappeared just in time for that heavy slash to hit, and that's the first round gone.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Gotta see it. Kreeg's able to finally lock down Fubuki. Not able to find it just yet.
Yeah, 2 bullets with a brave poke out from Fubuki, just trying to make it nice and easy, trying to keep them on their toes on offense.
feels like Kreeg is getting dominated at every stage of the game so far. Like, there we go. Extremely quick match for game number 1.
Yeah, Fubuki's looking strong. They're warm too. Kreeg has been sitting on backup for some time now because there were back-to-back last game, last round with totsubunger, Fubuki, Jack. And now we'll have to see if they have to get warm. They have at least one set to give. But Fubuki just wants this fast, and they want it now here. This tournament's been going on. The marathon is almost complete. The finish line in sight.
I don't know that Kreeg doesn't want to let it go any more games than it has to. But so far, Fubuki has been making him go to pieces.
Oh, they spent their bullet and Stain State is still on them. The movement from Fubuki, while they've been so tricky to hit even without a reticle, Fubuki just keeps outrunning it. That's a cleanup. Calamity 1, another round. That's 3 straight.
Man, Fubuki has just been on a tear so far. Just played against Jack, now feels incredibly comfortable against anyone else on a Pilot A2.
Accidentally retakes the other side, perhaps going for a cross-up actually. Fubuki's been so tricky with those. They definitely know what's going on and how to pilot. GT burst bait. Full resources recovered.
There we go, Kreeg finally showing some signs of life. That we were not quite seeing before. And a round gets taken as well.
Seems like Kreeg is trying to warm up at this point now. That's the first round of the set. Love to see if they can keep it going. The reticle finally reaches its mark and connects against Fubuki.
Uh-oh, the vacuum effect.
That's a full rebuild. Stocking it up. That's 6 shots in the chamber.
Once again, the resources are looking crispy.
First comes out from Fubuki. We're trying to stay alive. The reticle makes its mark once more.
Oh
Another
God.
connection. The low scaling on this. This is solid damage. Not enough to kill in this instance.
Uh-oh. I was going to say IAD into the gunshot leads to a mix-up, but it's not looking like we're not even going to get there. Kreeg just goes ahead and takes it 1-1 now.
Yeah, those last 2 rounds were extraordinarily quick. Fubuki had just lightning speed bursting out the gates at full throttle, but right now Kreeg is accelerated and caught up. It's 1-1 now, and more adaptation is in store, or else Kreeg is just going to outrun and speed Fubuki to the end.
Yeah, I mean, Kreeg just so comfortable with the reticle out, and then finally found the ranges where that's acceptable, right? Because it's like, you know, you can't really play at every range with the reticle out, especially against, oh my goodness, you see that?
Timed
The
it
landing
perfectly
lag.
with the landing frames.
That is crazy.
Getting some solid plus frames, catching the backdash and the aggressive burst. There's no resources other than burst. We're going to be able to recoup some of our bullets here, though. Comes out, just trying to play that full screen game. Full screen with Happy Chaos and Curse applied, very difficult. And there's that liberal usage of our resources again. We've once again returned to nothing but the reload at full screen. Fully allowed, and Kreeg returns to another win on this round.
Oh, nice tech on Fubuki. Trying to find more, punishes the backdash, and just barely getting enough meter, utilizing the curse and getting even more resources. The only crutch right now is going to be that concentration gauge.
Just takes out the gun, puts it away instantly.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it baits the burst too.
Oh no, oh no. I think Kreeg's dialed in and definitely has Fubuki's number here. They're fighting. Kreeg's fighting. Fubuki, what's your answer? Kreeg all the momentum in their corner. 2 very strong rounds in a row.
Oh, man. Oh, this is so insane. Like, Kreeg found a way to close it out. Think about it, with no resources, no way to fire the gun, essentially no specials to their name either. Just had to get one good read going and landed it. Good stuff.
Trying to get the reticle on them. The J2K makes it connect instantly. The burst comes out. We're stuck in the corner trying to escape. The movement from Fubuki proves useful, escaping the reticle and now pushing Kreeg to the corner themselves. And the H Grave Reaper catches the air dash in.
Totsubunger coming out. Now Kreeg on the last legs. They're not going to help much at all.
They keep going for the double overhead. The far slash connects. That's 1 round on the board, and all it takes is 1 at a time. 1 at a time for Fubuki to tie it up on games and to reset the bracket. But Kreeg, with this already accelerating start here, catching them out of the air.
Man, we want to talk about catching people out the air. I was going to say we're going to put you right back in it, but the wall slump, making you stay seated for when all them bullets can get you.
There's a burst available, but with Kreeg on full health, you have to think Fubuki wants to save it for the next round. Perhaps one more interaction left in this round. There's the 2K2D, caught trying to escape, the toes exposed, burst full for both players, possible last round and tournament point here for Kreeg.
Oh my goodness gracious. Kreeg trying to close this one out, but Fubuki is not making it easy at all. Wants to at least get game 5 and might just get it unless Kreeg can make some magic happen.
Oh, but the magic denied. Fubuki hit him with the counter spell, and now Kreeg. They're tied up 2-2 in our possible last game of the tournament. Fubuki trying to reset the bracket here.
Yep, it's all going to come down to this first one.
Fubuki's trying to keep it in. Kreeg, the only player who has yet to lose a single set.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And then there's the reticle. Just letting it attach. Focus buff. Movement so tricky. Instant air dash right over the steady aim. The 6P response here.
Oh my goodness. Lands the link, getting the high. And the high shot. And now,
Machina, this is focus buff, full clip. Dire Straits.
50%. Not able to put the gun away in time though. Now it's even, gets hit by the fuzzy.
Using that
Oh my
blue
god!
RZ gets punished, doesn't pull the gun out to confirm it, and the low arbiter seals out the attempted approach. Fubuki now on reset point.
Uh-oh. So Kreeg getting a little bit antsy. Uh-oh.
Kreeg just
Oh
wants
my
in.
goodness.
But once Krieg's in, this is going to be very difficult for Fubuki. Their zoning and counter zoning has been moving so quickly.
Uh-oh. This could be exactly what Kreeg wanted, especially with that burst now coming out.
Fubuki wants this now.
Oh no, gets the stain! Super
Here come the girls. Destrovia through the wall, stain applied. This is a mix-up situation. We've gone double overhead all the time. Goes for the throw.
Oh, no. And that's gonna reset the bracket after the game 5. Both players are gonna be losers.
Kreeg attempting to backdash for the whiffed meaty, trying to turn that into a throw situation, but Kreeg unfortunately failing to get that connection with Fubuki so far away. And now we're back to zeros. This is true finals here, Kreeg versus Fubuki. Both in losers now, our last set of the night.
There you go, burst coming out immediately. I respect it, you know, Fubuki is trying to maintain the space. Recognizing that they have the spacing done a little bit better than Kreeg. Oh my goodness, apparently the burst baiting game as well.
Could be solid damage, not a kill. Stain applied, one mix-up available. IBFD making it more difficult to do anything about that. Oh, stuck in the air! Did they run out of tension? They might have.
That was the case right there. You can tell that Kreeg is definitely a little bit more tilted, a little bit less composed. Gonna see how that affects the gameplay going forward. See if any affects any like the aggression, affects any decision making.
Caught with the backdash. Fubuki been pretty antsy in that situation before. The slight delay turns out useful here. We're tied up on rounds here. Oh no, the gravity scaling a little too much. Out of focus here.
Gotta get some of that concentration right on back. Once again.
They teleported in and used the back drift too to stay right outside of that range. Double overhead. They haven't done anything else, but now Kreeg perhaps expecting them to finally change.
Yep, there we go. 1-0 for Fubuki. Looking like we could look to see this momentum continue as we go on. Because my goodness, all I'm saying is that we have seen so much good stuff from Fubuki so far.
Oh, a $50 donation from Airclaws.
Oh
Thank you so
goodness.
much. That's going to bring us up to 200 for our players here. $200.
Means the winner's going home with a crispy Benjamin Franklin portrait.
Pouring out the gun with the super jump. There's that burst. We don't want to get stuck in the corner. We spend resources just trying to establish this full screen, but fighting back. Fubuki keeps trying the Arbiter. This is no success, though.
Uh-oh.
No resources at all.
Oh my goodness, literally no bullets. Like, what are you supposed to do? Oh, gets a bullet there in the chamber, and now got 4 bullets, all concentration, and now it's gonna get caught out of the air. Great awareness by FubukiVr.
6P into the H Grave Reaper doesn't turn into a full knockdown. Reticle finally caught up and now stuck against them with 1 more bullet. They didn't get any pickup because they didn't have bullets left to finish.
Oh man, that's not the play you want to be going for. If you're Kreeg, barely closes it out with a 2K there. Oh my gosh, 6S right on through whatever Fubuki was trying to set up.
The steady aim, just instant lock on, kept Kreeg safe there. Using that for the extended knockdown and resource recovery. RC keeps it, makes it able to bring up that focus so they can finally have some access to their gun. Oh gosh. Cross up anti-air.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, what is
I have
this
no
move
idea
from
what side that was
Fubuki?
on. I'm sorry. Chad, I got hit. I'm guessing.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna need a post-game interview and just to see what side that was even supposed to hit on, because I know if you made me tell you which side I just saw Kreeg get hit on, I'd be a dead man.
Check the tapes. Check the tapes.
Yeah, but even with all that, Kreeg still picking up the W. Even regardless.
Dude, we got caught reeling. That mix-up was too tricky. Kreeg, not even phased.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
You know what that is? A-okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the win regardless. Ooh, getting a punish. Once again, timing these shots perfectly. Said you gotta come down at some point.
Able to recover resources with that extra space.
Oh my gosh, back to the Arbiter?
And just trying to get that curse reapplied. When curse is applied, that's when Testament just basically can't play neutral. Fubuki, though, proving that Curse, not a huge factor.
Oh my goodness. This seems to be getting locked down by this pressure coming from the H Reaper. Hasn't really hypothesized any sort of answers yet.
The attempt
Or if
at
they
the
have.
RNG shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get a little bit desperate with it. Universal Arbiter sign, trying to hit the projectiles. Not gonna have any luck though, and Fubuki's gonna take another round.
Yeah, Kreeg getting caught in a backdash, perhaps looking for another Arbiter there. Putting the reticle out, Fubuki's done such a good job of just avoiding the reticle and using that as an opportunity to move forward. Kreeg puts out the reticle and just walks back, letting that play neutral for them. And Fubuki has been so strong playing against it so far.
Again, Deus Ex Machina. Gonna try and get some positive bonus going to help out with that burst differential. But Fubuki isn't even going to let it slide, just wants to die immediately. Deciding to forfeit that perfect over to Kreeg.
Yeah, the flinch after the JPP on the way down, moving fast and well through that reticle once more, catching the backdash. H Reaper, the knockdown turns into a mix-up. This time Kreeg blocks it.
Oh no, not gonna block it on the second time though.
I don't think Fubuki has gone again for overhead low a single time in that instance against Kreeg so far. It's a burst backdash. Yeah, here we go. We're moving forward. RC, that's going to turn into a victory. This is 2-1 right now. Fubuki, from the brink of defeat, is trying to fight back and currently ahead in the set.
My goodness, what a turn of events. Fubuki, I believe, basically starting off this TNS with the loser side. I mean, just losing to Jack, going down to loser's quarters. Had a long road to go and is now only one game away from taking her first TNS.
I have to think that Fubuki has just had enough of Happy Chaos for the evening. With the likes of Jack and Kreeg now, maybe Fubuki's probably had it. This gosh darn Happy Chaos character is definitely one of the characters of all time to fight. Punishing the landing frames there.
And Kreeg is just so good on that timing of punishing those landing frames. I mean, it feels like you just can't even jump at the moment that they pull up the steady aim.
Trying to get the tap, the 5K. Oh, counterhand returning to neutral here. Oh, finally it lays on. The reticle catches up. When that reticle connects, that's when it's time for Kreeg to play.
I mean, Kreeg is going ahead making quick work of Fubuki so far. Gets the 6P as well. Now it's looking like Kreeg is on a mission.
Allowing them to be aware of what's going on with Fubuki, recovering resources here, trying to stay outside of gold burst range perhaps, and now we have the Deus Ex Machina. This might be a quick tie. Fubuki has to fight back if they want to win right away. Gold Burst comes out, escapes from the steady aim reticle, and now we're returning to neutral. There.
Oh, wanted the burst so bad. Looks like Kreeg's not going to give it to her though.
It just keeps working. They're not going to change.
You don't need to change if it's working. Oh my goodness. Turns around and this might just kill.
This is tied up here. This is our last game of the night. It's Grand Finals resets. Kreeg and FubukiVr, one of these players will take it, and we'll find this out in just a moment. This is Guilty Gear Strive 156 at TNS here. Our victory is nearly crowned.
Yep. There will be a TNS champion in 3 rounds maximum. Now, will it be FubukiVr pulling off the first TNS win? Will it be Kreeg trying to take home yet another trophy?
That stop sign put up, // really the instigator of this. Gers with a burst gone here. Fubuki needs to fight out. / catches the startup on 2S.
Simple confirm, trying to get back as much as possible in regards to the resources.
They get caught just trying to block though,
Oh!
and outrunning the Arbiter 2S low. Kreeg is gonna go on to tournament point.
Uh-oh. One more round to close it out. That 6S is gonna help Kreeg out though. No meter to break the wall. Doesn't even want to. Wants to get the burst out.
Watch the teleport. They were looking for it, but 2S going right onto the far 6S there. No mix-up for me.
Uh-oh. And got some concentration too. Oh no, the backdash gets caught. If Kreeg can finish this, they are your TNS champion, and it's looking like that's gonna be the case. Takes it in the Game 10 Grand Finals.